program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
5, 4, 3, 2, live now.
The macho savage with me, like TrashTalkingRadio.com, the best in the business. Say it for macho.
Wrestling fans throughout Radio Land, listen to Trash Talking Radio at TrashTalkingRadio.com every Tuesday from 7 to 10 o'clock. You hear guys like myself, so you gammon giants, come on.
You made it work to destroy the Trash Talking Radio Show from start to whenever we get done. It's like using a screwdriver. Cat, roast, beef, the dirt will never shine. The other half of the rock and wrestling connection. That's the trashy one and the loony one together forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ivan Kola. I'm here to tell you about Talking Trash. The Trash, 7 to 10. Tuesday nights, you got to listen in. It's the best around, the best in town. Like Taylor, Seattle, whatever, whatever, take it over. And you know we couldn't show it for the Trash Talking Radio or else.
Everybody who wants to Trash Talk Radio is all over. What I can say, I just bought Trash Talk Radio. You're out of picture, dude. This is my show, and you better watch because what you gonna do when all comes brand new Trash Talk Radio runs wild on you?
It is times like these that the world needs heroes and entertainment, and with that I give you the greatest live talk show known to mankind. With inflation being at its highest points, we need someone to show us the way.
Trash Talking Radio Tuesday night. It's the best night of the week, and we didn't have any sound, but I think you did. So whatever that is, I don't know what is the reason we had no sound, but we had no sound. I don't know what happened here because I'm seeing we obviously have sound here.
Jesse Joe just said there is no sound.
Oh, there isn't no sound. There isn't sound, huh? Okay. Can she hear me? Because I'm showing that I'm showing it playing the sound, so I don't know what's going on. Comment. Okay. Let's see. Here we go.
And for some reason,
There, she says it's back.
Well, the sound with us is, but they have no sound, I'm assuming. Okay, so they do have sound, but I want to know if the video played. I'm assuming the video didn't make sound. And even though it showed sound playing in there, for some reason, I think the video didn't play. Okay, so they do have sound, but I want to know if the video played. I'm assuming the video didn't make sound. So there was no sound with the video, right?
Probably not.
Okay. And I don't know why. Well, that could be interesting because that means every video I might have, I can't play. So we got to play with just us.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. I have a game if we need it.
A game.
Uh-oh.
What?
You have a game?
I have a game if we need it.
What kind of game?
I can't tell you.
You can tell me what kind of game. You don't have to tell me the
It's
game.
a guessing game.
Oh,
You're
yes.
it. I quit.
I'm not playing no-nos.
Oh.
All right.
Ann said the video did not have sound.
That's really weird because I didn't change anything there. Okay, so why? Let me see if it was. Let me take a look at this here. Okay, so the video's all the way up. So why is the video not playing? That's weird. Okay. Looks like I picked the wrong time to quit taking cocaine. You know, this is a weird issue because I didn't do anything except reboot the reboot the system. And that should not...
to reboot the system.
Yeah, well that's... Whenever they do an update, I have to reboot.
Okay, who's he?
I don't know. It was the next video in line. It was that whatever was next.
He took the sound.
Uh-oh.
Well, he's standing in
The
front of us.
doctor took the sound.
He's standing in front of us. Now, wait,
Doctor, he took the sound.
Okay, so Mike, you're not in the picture
Yeah, I know, and I don't know why.
because you
You need to
moved.
slide over.
I'm sliding over.
You need to.
Here we are.
I took a shower.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You
so
just have to be careful. She
I was
might
gonna say,
clobber
must be your
you.
mother I smell then.
She may clobber you, but she has my permission.
Okay. So now we got to figure this out here. I'm looking at my mixer, and all the sounds are up. Wait a minute. Hold on here.
Thanks, Ann.
Hello. Check. Let me see if it plays sound now. It's not going to play sound now, but I just want to feel that I tried everything. Okay, you need to be back here. Oh, there's a big gulp over there. You guys hear sound now?
Just Ashley in her bottle.
Yeah, I can hear Ashley's bottle.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, live now.
It means one change.
Oh my God, what are you talking about? Everybody know. He's a macho. Now listen with me. Mike Trash, TrashTalkRadio.com. For the best of the business. Say it the macho.
Wrestling fans throughout the new land, listen to Trash Talk Radio at TrashTalkRadio.com. You're excused from 7 to 10 o'clock. You guys like myself, so you gammon and come on. And that's my favorite.
Talking radio show from 7 to whenever we get done. It's like you
Is that I am now in a band.
Woohoo!
Officially in a band. I keep forgetting what the name. Oh, No Big Deal. No.
No, that's my line.
Okay,
Saying that I
stop
forgot.
yelling at me. Stop yelling. Oh, that's not you. You're right here.
Yeah.
That's why we do sound checks, so you don't have to yell.
I'm the one that usually yells.
Yeah, you're usually the one. Everybody's got their microphones on. Can I hear you?
Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
And hear you?
Hi, how are you?
And you?
Turn your hearing aid
Oh
up.
man, you were loud today. I don't know why you're so loud. I have you turned down further.
You have
Usually I have to turn it up because you're loud. You're quiet. All right.
All right, I'll be quiet.
Anyway, so I passed the audition, and I am now in a band, and I don't have to do everything. It's so nice. I get to play, and I don't have to.
That's what I was getting ready to do.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't have to worry about booking the jobs. We have half Mike now.
We have a
We
mic.
have half of you.
Either a mic or
Well,
an
I don't
pillow.
think I can get any closer to
All right,
it.
let me try this. There we go. There. Now you're both in the picture.
Good.
Okay. Anyway, okay, I'm going to ask this. The picture of the day, as you see, is this building. I want your votes on what you think it is. And so put it in the chat room what you think that building is.
It's a building with a drop box in front of it.
Yes, it is. What kind of building? And if you know what it is, because I told you, do not answer. So.
A red brick building with a green drop box in front of it.
Looks like a house with a big mailbox.
Ann says she knows.
Yeah, I think I told her.
Marijuana dispensary. That's good.
Yeah, that's why there's a drop box.
Yeah.
Going to drop the dispensary.
Yeah, but look at the question marks after it. That's my guess.
What question marks? Oh, who said that?
I did.
Oh, I thought somebody
You
else said
said
it.
put your guesses in the chat room, so I did. I followed directions.
It is not a dispensary.
I would say a child's facility, like care.
That would be my guess as well,
Yeah, that would be,
but it's not.
but it's not.
What she's looking at it real close.
Yeah.
She's trying to zoom in on the doors,
A
what she's
library.
trying to do.
No, I'm not trying to zoom in.
on
I'm
the
trying to
box where
see
it
what it is.
says
See if
drop
I can.
box. Where it says
A
drop
doctor's
box.
office. It is not. Yeah, they drop the patients off in the green box.
Well, the thing on the door says welcome, so I can see that.
Are you sure it says welcome?
Yes,
Yes.
because I can zoom in on
It
that.
does say
Okay.
welcome. It looks like a regular house to me, with
Drop mailbox. For a school.
there is, by the way, a handicapped license plate or handicapped parking space.
It looks similar to the one in
Almost town.
Almost.
It looks like it could be any of those things, but it's not. And when I tell you what it is, you'll be surprised.
Is that where your band's gonna practice?
Yeah, that's it. We're going to practice in the drop box.
Okay, so what is it?
Has everybody given up?
I have. I gave my guess.
Jessie Joe still needs prayers. Unless she
Her
needs,
and her family.
unless she needs a prayer to what this building is.
No, I was trying
It's not a church.
to. What is that pink thing?
It's a flower.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I think
I think-
it's something. It's something they buried out there.
What did you say it was?
I didn't really say it was
I didn't either. Just I don't know.
There is a second level to it, by the way.
It looks like it's one level, so it must be underneath.
That is correct. But it's not
A
going to help you.
library. I don't know.
You got it.
What?
A library.
That's where I got my passport.
Oh, wow.
That's over in Marysville.
Cool.
Good.
It's called the Rye Library.
Brown noser.
Now, here's the thing that's cool about that place.
I'm not a brown noser. I just guessed what it was.
Yeah,
Like I said, brown noser.
I don't think that makes him a brown noser.
I do. Because I said so.
I
Oh.
want to know how you didn't guess it.
Anyway,
I'm playing dumb for once. Don't you say a word.
anyway.
Okay, for once.
All right. So here's the deal. It is a library, and the reason I know about this place is I wanted to get my passport, and I went to the Harrisburg post office, and they are like 6 weeks out to get your passport. So I checked the other places. There's a post office in Camp Hill that was only 2 weeks out, and I thought, oh, that's better than 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So I checked, and there was the Cumberland County something or other does them too, and so does this library. So I called the library and I said, I need to get my passport. And they said, okay, when would you like to come in? I said, well, when's the earliest time? They said, do you want to come in tomorrow? I said, sure do. So I'm still waiting on my passport, but I did all the paperwork there, and they're really good people. And they're fast there, and they know what they're doing. And so I thought it was funny. It looked like to me a daycare center,
Yeah.
but
You drop the kids in the
Yeah.
drop box and then they crawl in.
well, the drop box has a chute and it takes them downstairs. And but it's not. It's actually a library, and it was.
That's cool.
And I walked in. I said, "There are still libraries?"
Yes, Michael. I know that's hard for you because you don't read.
But I mean, you know, you can get everything you want. Oh, now I'm drooling here. You can get everything you want on the internet.
Well, that's
Why
true.
would you go to a library?
Yes,
Anyway.
Tina, I'm ready. Are you? Fly, Eagles, fly.
I might.
Oh.
I might be going to the Super Bowl. What do you think of that?
Your granddaughter's not going to be very happy.
Oh, well.
Why?
She likes the Kansas City Chiefs.
Why would...
Because I'm rooting for the Eagles.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I might end up going to the thing. I got to work it out. I had an invitation, and you're going to see it. I'm not going to show it to everybody, but I will show it to Trish because she's sitting next to me. That's Tina. She said, come on out, because she has a ticket.
Yeah, cool.
She's got a ticket because she's in
Do you need a...
No.
Well, no, he's the groupie.
Don't need it. Not yet. I'll need you in soon when we get the band ready.
Okay.
Because this is going to be first off, you guys got to like heavy rock, because that's what it is. If you don't like heavy rock, you're not going to like this band. If you do like heavy rock, you will like this band.
Good.
I'll give you some...
No, wait a minute. You're not supposed to say that. I thought the deal was we're supposed to like the band whether we like heavy rock or not because you're in it.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Okay.
I'm obligated to say that whether I believe it or not.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we got to get all new T-shirts.
So I'll give
Yeah.
you some of the songs that I sang, and you can decide whether or not you would go. Enter Sandman was the one that I auditioned with. Then we were talking about, we haven't solidified this.
Which one did you audition with?
Enter Sandman by Metallica. I also did, let's see here. I had a pretty good song list. It was, okay. Here's some of the songs. Cheap Trick, Hello There. It's one of the songs they always play at the first song of the night. Then there's a song called Joker and the Thief by Wolfmother. You probably don't know that one. In the Air Tonight, not by Phil Collins, but it's a Phil Collins song.
Okay.
And it's done by another band, and it's really loud. Whole Lot of Rosie.
I know that song.
Hey Jealousy.
Yep.
I don't sing this one. Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. Carry On Our Wayward Son.
Mm-hmm.
Take It on the Run.
Mm-hmm.
Talk Dirty to Me.
No!
Well then, get out of here. I'll get her over here. She'll talk dirty to me.
Christine will get mad.
Christine isn't listening, I hope.
I know.
Rise Above This, My Worst Enemy, Black on Blue, House of the Rising Sun, not the way you would hear it normally. Your Mama Don't Dance, but Your Daddy Don't Rock and
Rock
Roll.
and roll, I know that one.
Hotel California,
I like that one.
Beautiful People. I don't really like that song, but they want me to do that. We talked about doing Miss
You
America.
sing that one?
What?
Mama Don't Dance and
Yes.
Daddy Don't Rock.
Well, I don't know if I'll be singing it or not. We do that. I told him I want to do Elect It by Alice Cooper because of the election coming up. Screaming in the Night by Crocus. I'm trying to talk him into My Generation.
Yeah.
And that's just some of the songs that we do.
Nice.
So,
Christine was.
uh-oh. I said, don't you dare.
heard enough.
I said, don't you dare talk dirty to me because Christine, I might be going to the Super Bowl. I just thought I'd tell you that. Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
I've been talking to Christine, so I probably knew she was listening.
Over there's that's your snitch.
Okay, zeros go to you and you.
How about she lose the title of Trash's Babe and she becomes Trash's Snitch?
Yeah, really.
Listen, hey, wait a minute. In my defense, I was giving Christine my new number and making plans of coming up here to help.
Mm-hmm. You might have to come up once we get in a fight because of that. You might come up to be the
Maybe
referee.
sleeping in our spare bedroom.
How come?
Is that or you're sleeping
Yeah,
in
now
the
she's
spare
off
bedroom?
the
Yeah,
screen.
what's wrong with you people? Why
Well,
don't
he
you want
slides
to
over and she moves.
I'm gonna have to pull
I'm
it.
on
I
the
wonder if I could
screen
pull the
here.
camera back further. I might have to pull it back to here and shoot it over. Because
I'm
that'll
over
get,
as
Christine
close as
says
I
she's
can
my
to her.
friend.
I'll try something next week. I got an idea of how we can make that better. I don't need to be your friend. I'm your
Sugar daddy.
yeah. That's good.
Thank you.
Anyway, all right, let's get in this show. Let's see if I got anything done other than that stupid thing I didn't accomplish.
Well, we know there's nobody on the Deadpool. We do know that.
Okay, the only... Oh, shoot, I didn't get all the Deadpool stuff in. I hope that I did. I got one. Maybe I got two. No, I got one. Damn it. There were 3 people, I think, that died that I wanted to do. Either that or my thing didn't pick it up from upstairs. All right, the only one I'm going to talk about, I guess, is this one. Melissa Dillon died. She's 83. She's best known as the mother on A Christmas Story. So
I think I sent you that too.
I think so. I kind of think so. But I also... what are we doing? You don't need a sugar daddy. Well, good.
Yeah, I know. They're full of sugar.
I'm a sugar-free daddy. So, anyway, she did more than just that. She also, I have her whole Wikipedia here. I'm hearing a lot of noise.
It's the furnace.
I want to make sure we all... Oh, you.
What?
Oh, that is... You do have it in there. Okay, I was going to say, you don't have your folder.
No,
let me
he
check
can't
see
be
which-
full, Christine, because his eyes aren't brown.
Okay, good. All right. All right. She was also on Broadway's Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot that I knew her besides.
I thought there were a couple others, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Wait a minute, she died January 9th. We missed her a long time ago. This isn't a new one. I could have sworn that she died just recently. It says she
I
died.
just sent it to you this week.
Well, she died January 9th. Well, so much for that. All right, we'll cross this one off. We have no new ones. Anyway, all right, so okay, I'll get to that once we'll get there. Okay. Next thing, want to
Now
talk...
you've got that song stuck in my head. Thanks, Mike.
Which one?
Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll.
Yeah, my parents didn't want me to be in music, so... they did come to see me play once, which was interesting. But anyway. All right, let's talk about movies. This week, I saw Avatar, the new one. Very cool movie.
Good.
Very long movie. I think it was 3 hours.
Oh.
It was long, but it was good. It was pretty good. And it lived up to the whole thing. I mean, if you saw the first one, it blew that away.
Okay.
It was that good. It was the animation, the CGI, everything. It was just out of this world. But you got to be able to sit for 3 hours. If you're not in those comfy chairs down in Manchester, you're probably not going to make it. Stop looking.
Trish.
I'm not looking a Trish.
You don't look anything like me.
Looking a Trish?
I only look like you at Halloween time.
Yeah. Christine said 3 hours and 12 minutes. I mean, it's a long movie, but it's really good. But it's like one of those that you really got to end at some time. And they actually are setting up for the next one. There's a supposedly another one coming out next year.
Oh, okay.
So it was really good. We also went to see Knock at the Cabin by M. Night Shyamalan. That movie, first off, I didn't bring up the Avatar. There you go. There's the Avatar. It has a trailer and all that stuff. You can go and check it out. But it was really good. I was really happy with it. It was pretty neat. But this one here, the Knock at the Cabin, you got to really like M. Night Shyamalan or you're not going to like the movie, because the movie is just as bizarre as his other ones. He's the guy that did Sixth Sense. He did what's that one that we went to see a long time ago about the guy? It was Bautista was in that too, I think. About the city that was like destroyed and anyway, it's pretty good. It's it has a gay couple who's got a child. And
was it My Spy?
No, it
or
was
Stuber?
No, it was not a comedy. It was, wait, let me look here. Dang.
What other ones?
It was one of Batista's first movies.
Okay.
It was really weird because he was like a,
Viva, no. Enter the Warrior's Gate, Heist.
no. It was before, shoot. Wish I could remember the name of that one, but it was really a bizarre show. Just pull up his, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going down.
I might be wrong. Maybe he was in it. I just don't remember what. Okay.
Relative Strangers.
No. Look at the directors.
Raza.
Okay. Who's this? House of the Rising. No, it was about. It was a. Shoot, I can't remember the name of
What
it.
was the director's name?
I guess M. Night Shyamalan isn't a director then. It's because I didn't see his name there. I can't remember. Escape? No.
Yeah. Oh, that's Knocked at the
No, wait.
Cabin.
Yeah, that's the one with... Okay, so he is a director. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was the director for that other one. Maybe he wasn't.
No, I don't see his name on any of the other ones.
Okay. Well, he was in another one like that was bizarre. Anyway, this movie was really good. He played... So the two gay guys were staying at the cabin for the weekend, and they get a knock at the door. And they don't want to answer it because there's this big guy that looks like Batista at the door and three other people. And he answers, and the theme of the show is that between the child that they adopted and the gay couple, one of those three must kill one of the other three people.
Ooh.
Or one of those three people has to kill one of the other two people. Okay? They have to kill the gay guy has to either kill the gay guy or the child has to kill one of the gay guys, or the other gay guy has to kill the child or the gay guy.
Jesse Joe, a spoiler alert is he's going to tell you what happened.
No, I'm not telling you what happened. I'm telling you what the story is. So, anyway, if they don't kill each other, if they don't kill one of the people, the world will blow up and will be devastated and the end of mankind. Now, you have to decide, are they telling the truth or are they not telling the truth? And the story goes on from there. I'm not going to tell you any more about it, but it was pretty intense. And by the end of the movie, I didn't know if it was real or not. I didn't know if they had to kill one another or, if the world was going to explode. So you're going to need to determine whether or not that is true. Anyway, so that was that. It was a good movie. I liked it. It was pretty good. I played the trailer, except I'll get zapped by the Nazis over at YouTube. So I'm not going to play the trailer. All right, next. AMC is in the news. They're going to change their ticket price structure. No, wait, it's not what you think. So what they're going to do is they're going to charge you a price based on where you sit.
Oh.
So the people that sit in the better seats are going to pay a higher price than the people that sit up in the front. So that, because you have to choose now at
right.
Well, I don't know if it's I guess you
Regal
do at AMC.
You did.
Regal too. Yeah, Regal you do now. So I'm assuming you have to at AMC as well. But it's kind of interesting because the seats that I like are in the back, and they're the ones that are going to cost more. However, it doesn't really bother me because I haven't been sitting there lately. I've been sitting closer to the screen, so it's not as big of a deal to me. But I kind of
Okay, just checking.
I'm old. I can't get up to the areas that I used to. I can't climb like I used to. So it's one of those situations. But I'm okay with them doing that, I guess. I think they're going to have to reconsider because, I mean, depending how they charge. So, I don't know. But that's what it says. It says that
They probably want everybody to sit down front so they only have to clean like the 4 rows of seats and don't worry about the rest of them.
Well, I think the thing is that a lot of people, like, well, for instance, if I couldn't get the back row, I wasn't really as excited about it. And a lot of people really like, if you're in the center, you get a much better view than if you're on the side.
True.
I don't know if they're going to do it that way. It says here, ticket price initiative based on seat locations within the auditorium, similar to music concerts, sporting events, and Broadway. Moviegoers will have options to pay more or less, depending where they want to choose to sit. In effect, the front rows will be available at a lower price because who wants to sit at the front row and have,
if they have the reclining seats, maybe.
They do. If you go to the
One in
Manchester
York.
Mall, yeah. Hey, that's my home base now. So if you ever want to, if you ever want to
be in York tonight.
If you ever,
James may be in York tonight.
Tomorrow.
Tonight, Mary said.
So if you wanted to see a double feature, which we always do double features down there because you only have to buy 1 drink and 1 popcorn, you can hitch a ride, and we charge by the seat too.
She says, just say your friend is stair challenged.
Yeah. Well, I don't. She can go to the to the back too, but we found that we get where we sit. There aren't a lot of people around, so then the phones don't bother me because I hate when people bring the phones out in the. Why does he bug me? He's such an ass. I swear. He knows that I have a show, and he always still does it. I guess I'm going to have to tell him I'm on the air again.
Your buddy.
He's such an ass. I swear.
That's not going to matter to him.
Radio show. Fuckhead. I mean, darn idiot. Did I say that? I don't know.
What?
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, so it's I kind of am okay with it, with them doing that. Because I don't know what they charge for the seats we were at, but oh, what's this? There's Christine Harding, my hero. So,
and there's 8
text when done. No, I'm not going to text you. I never text you.
8 people listening, so maybe she's listening.
Well, Dawn said she would go, but actually, I guess I need to.
Jesse Joe wants to know if you're grumpy. No, he's Mike.
No, I'm always this way. I'm always angry and grumpy and stuff. Let's see. I gotta give this.
No, you don't have your Oscar shirt on.
No, because it's green, and it'll be, All right.
I have one that's black.
I'm not gonna text you ever. You're gonna text me. I'm not texting you. Anyway, we'll do this. That way I can. Anyway, so yeah.
Chris, look what Christine called you.
What?
Grinch.
I am not a Grinch. I am a Grinch. Oh, am I in the right? What in the world? Oh, I was wondering where he came from. Look. I was like, he's not near Cirillo. Some guys. It's on your. If you look on the screen up there, and you can see what I'm looking at. Here's you, and there was a guy right here. I was like, I kept looking up there. I said, wait a minute, that's not what we're seeing. Anyway, all right, now let's see here. Anyway, go see Knock at the Cabin if you're into that type of. It's definitely a thriller. It's definitely going to keep you on your edge because you're not going to know what happens, and it was a good movie. I really enjoyed the movie. All right, next thing. Let's see, where is the... Oh, here we go. All right, what are you doing?
Do we really need this on now that I'm not using that microphone?
No, we don't. I can use it to hit you over the head. I mean...
No, I already have enough sense knocked into me, thanks.
You have no sense. Now, where did it go? You took it off. Where did it go? It goes in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is not the time to do this, by the way. You could have found a better time to do this. I'm working my part-time job. I'm doing maintenance at the same time as running a radio show, so.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, hey, Marcia. There you are.
Hi, Marcia.
Good to see you. Anyway, All right, what was I talking about?
Christine says that I didn't mean to make you snort.
She made me snort?
I don't.
What? Trish didn't mean to make... Oh, you snort. She made you snort.
Oh.
All right. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees are as following. Willie Nelson. He's not rock and roll, but he's still making... Missy Elliott. She's not rock and roll. Why? Why do they do that?
Dolly Parton wasn't rock and roll either, and they put her in.
I know that somebody should be fired over there because they got to stop putting these people that don't belong in there. I would put Willie Nelson before Missy Elliott, and I put Willie Nelson before Dolly Parton, but they still don't belong in there. The thing is, let's keep the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame rock and roll, because that's what it says in the name. And besides, I'm not in there, so I don't want anybody else to go in there outside of my field yet. So, and by the way, you have to have a recording that is at least 25 years old. My first recording is at least 25 years old.
Good.
So I would be eligible for rock and roll because it was with a label. I could actually theoretically get in there, but I'm not going to get in there because my sales aren't what Missy Elliott is. What are you doing?
Making sure everything's still going.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, so let's see, what am I doing? Okay. Anyway, so the nominees are Willie Nelson, Missy Elliott, Cyndi Lauper. Okay, I accept that one. George Michael, he shouldn't be in there. No way should I would never, ever put George Michael in there. Ever, ever. Sheryl Crow, never. Well, I would have to put her in because she is kind of rock. So Kate Bush from Iron Maiden, Joy Division, and New Order. Rage Against the Machine, Soundgarden, The Spinners, A Tribe Called Quest, The White Stripes, and Warren Zevon round out the list. So it'll be interesting to see who gets in it, but those are the nominees. I didn't see my name in it at all, but hopefully with this new band.
I didn't see my name in there either.
How many bands have you been in?
You're not a musician.
Oh,
they don't do anything for
wait a
roadies.
minute, in my mind I can be.
They don't do anything
I
for
can be
roadies.
anything I want to be, my mother told me.
At Alice's restaurant, maybe.
Yeah. Can
Yeah,
be anything I want to be.
Hopefully he knows what I'm talking about. That's a song, you know. You can do anything you want at Allison's restaurant, except for Alice. Can't do Alice. Not allowed to do Alice.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
You're supposed to sing it the last time.
It is a call-in number, but we don't have the phone hooked up.
We could try it. I don't know that it's going to work, but you could try it. Somebody told me it's like really doing something funky, and I got to get my my technician on it so that we get it.
If you wouldn't have fired Sparky.
I had to do budget cuts.
Oh.
You know, it's really
Well, you
difficult.
didn't fire me.
You're on the chopping block.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, all right. So the next one, I'm going to have conferencing soon. I was working on it yesterday. I don't have the conferencing working right yet, but soon we're going to do conferencing for people that want to call in, which will be fun because then we can talk to anybody.
Yep.
I really want to do that. And
So when we're remote, we can still call in and...
Nope, I'm not going to allow people to do that because I'm not going to pay you if you're not here. You don't get your zeros that week. So, all right, next thing. Oh, this is sad. Have you seen the Ozzy Osbourne stuff?
I saw that he retired the same day as Dr. Phil.
I didn't know Dr. Phil did.
And Tom Brady.
Let's not talk about that. Okay, here's the letter that Ozzy wrote to his fans. This is probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do to share with my loyal fans. As you may know, 4 years ago this month, I had a major accident where I damaged my spine. My one and only purpose during this time has been to be getting back on stage. My singing voice is fine, however, well, that's debatable from even day one, but anybody with a flange could sing like that. Anyway, my voice is fine, however, after 3 operations, stem cell treatments, endless physical therapy sessions, and most recently groundbreaking cybernetics, which is HAL treatment. My body is still physically weak. I am honestly humbled by the way you've all patiently held on to your tickets for all this time. But in good conscience, I have now come to the realization that I'm not physically capable of doing my own upcoming European UK tours. Oh, but maybe the United States tours. I don't see European. I don't see United States on there. As I know I couldn't deal with the travel required. Believe me when I say the thought of disappointing my fans really fucks me up more than you ever will know. Never would I have imagined that my touring days would have ended this way. My team is currently coming up with ideas from where I could perform without having to travel from city to city. Now, I'll tell you, this could be a Zoom thing. You could do a Zoom live concert, but the problem is, a lot of times we live off the fans' energy.
That's true.
And it gets really different if you have to, you know, the board is going to fire some and the zeros all go to Cheyenne. Sherry gets all mine. Sheryl Crow is awesome, definitely, yes. No. No. I guess she is. I mean, she's not awesome, but she is more rock than Willie Nelson or the other one that I didn't like. I like Willie, but I just don't think he deserves to be in the Rock Hall of Fame. Who's Dickie Peters? Do we know Dickie Peters?
I don't think so.
Is that a call-in number? It is a call-in number. I don't know if you can call in because I'm having problems with my call-in number. So if you want to try to call in, I will answer it if it comes through. But I don't know that I'm putting a new phone system in. Actually, I got the new phone system sitting over there, but I didn't hook it up or anything yet. Then he says, I want to thank my friends, my family. I want to thank my family, my band, my crew, my longtime friends, Judas Priest, and of course my fans for their endless dedication, loyalty, and support, and giving me for the life I never dreamed I would have. I love you all. And then it's signed Ozzy. So it's very sad. I really hate to see. I mean, he was one of my inspirations. And
yeah, you had him on your PDA.
Yes. But he was one of my hit lists too for.
Yeah, that's true.
Mike, you need a tech guy. Yes, I do. I need a tech guy. I need a tech dog or something. But I need somebody. I just don't. I can't do it all. I can't.
Cheyenne is not available.
I'm really not sure what the deal is. Why I can't get this thing working. It's driving me crazy because it really should work, and I don't know what the reason is that it's. Where is it? Which one is it? It would be. Oh shoot! Now I get too many. Okay, now it's there. Okay, now I can put it on here. And I hate when the links don't work right. Okay, so there we go. I really, I actually remember the first time I heard Ozzy Osbourne sing. It was like in the mid-'70s. My cousin played, I was telling him that, I really love music and I really want to be some of these guys. And he said, you got to listen to this band. And he played Black Sabbath. And I fell in love with it the first time. I was like, oh, this is really heavy stuff. The band I'm in now can do that kind of stuff. And I don't know if we're going to, I think we do Crazy Train.
Nice. Not once you'll see Crazy Shake from running out.
No. Why? Because Crazy Shay is not a singer he's a wrestler. There's a difference. Anyway, all right, so, hey, Tina Henry's back. It's good to see her. Did she get married? I thought they were getting married in January. They get married?
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay. I think they're frozen. Who's frozen? I missed something.
Well, it could have been where Jesse Joe's connected.
Oh, okay. All right, next. This past week is a pivotal time if you're in Pennsylvania. Do you know why?
This past week?
Yeah.
Groundhog Day.
You got it. Hey, he's got two in a row. He's way ahead of you guys. Groundhog Day.
Tina says they are real soon.
Okay. So Groundhog Day. Did he see it or didn't he?
Yes, he
He
did.
did
He
see
said-
it, which
he did.
means
He saw his shadow.
6 more weeks of winter.
6 more weeks. Okay.
But if you count, there's always 6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
And besides, with all the lights and stuff they have up there, how couldn't he not see it?
Well, I'll tell you,
It's always they look at the calendar. It's always.
But if you look at the temperatures in the next few days, we're getting up into the 50s.
okay. Well, that's good. I'll tell you, I can't take any more like Friday, where it was
Yeah.
like 9 at one point.
See, look. You know, tomorrow's supposed to be 50, Thursday's 56,
Wow.
next Wednesday's 59, next Thursday 61, so we're getting there.
So I'll take that. That weather's good.
Yep.
I don't mind that kind of winter, especially with my electric bill from last month. I definitely need it to be a little bit better. But anyway, so here we go. It says here, Groundhog Day is a popular North American tradition observed in the United States and Canada on February 2nd. That was last week. It derives from the Pennsylvania Dutch superstition that if a groundhog emerges from its burrows on this day and sees its shadow due to clear weather, it will retreat to its den and winter will go on 6 more weeks. If it does not see the shadow because of cloudiness, spring will arrive early. Now, I got to tell you, the people that followed this Groundhog Day thing, they're insane. My producer for my album used to dress up like they do on the and he used to get up early and he'd go to the Puxatawny and he would go for this whole and I'm like, why would you do that?
Oh, yeah. My aunt did once. And believe it or not, I read something somewhere where Governor Shapiro is only the 3rd Pennsylvania governor to go up there.
I just think it's insane. And I realize it's just a big party. It's a reason to have a party.
Oh, yeah.
But I would not get up that early for anything. Well, okay, I would get up there for, I would get up early for a couple things, but not very many. Like if I was in an acting job and I had to be there.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but there is another groundhog.
The movie.
No. I'm talking about, there's another groundhog. I think it's in Connecticut. Is there a Connecticut groundhog?
I believe so, yes.
And he said, wait a minute, let me get my notes here. I think it's this one. Where's that? Here it is. Okay. It says, it says that, what does it mean? Okay. Where is it? There's another groundhog. I read it yesterday. Punxsutawney Phil predicted it was 106 times that he saw his shadow in 126 years. Did you realize that?
Mm-hmm.
And people still go get up early. Where's the other groundhog? There's a Texas groundhog too. Where's it at? I don't know where I put it. I knew I should have put a closer.
But I have one of Punxsutawney Phil's ex-wife, Phyllis, who now lives in Florida and said that Phil is a compulsive liar.
Well, he's wrong more than he's right. Oh, I wish you would have given me that. I could have put that up as the picture of the day.
I didn't know you were going to talk about Phil.
Well, you got to talk about it. It's news. Anyway, all right. That's enough of Punxsutawney. Okay. Now you're gonna see. I read your emails today or yesterday or whenever it was. Except I had to change where it was at because I can't get in that link because I don't subscribe.
So there you go. I sent you the picture anyway.
Sources say Giselle will not be taking Tom Brady back now that he's retired. No, I think it's wrong. I think Tom Brady will not be taking back Giselle.
He already gave her half his income.
Well, that's a bargain to get rid of her. Jeez.
I think you see the article where the Patriots tried to get Tom Brady back and he said no.
Really?
Yes.
You didn't send that one to me.
I thought I did. Maybe I didn't send it to
Maybe
you.
you did,
but
and I didn't. I mean, because I did. I don't know. I don't remember
yeah,
seeing that one.
What is one of the Tom Brady? The Patriots were one of the Tom Brady's picks. And they said no. Or I think he said no to them. One of the ones said no.
I like this. I love my family. I love my teammates. I love my friends. I love my coaches. I love football. I love Mike Trash. I love you all.
Where does it say I love Mike Trash? I don't see that.
It's in invisible ink right there.
Oh. It's in white lettering?
Yes. And I'm truly grateful on this day. Thank you. And Giselle says, wishing you only wonderful things in this new chapter of your life.
See, because she knows she made a mistake.
She didn't make a mistake. She took all his money. She didn't make a mistake.
Still, she made a mistake.
She got another guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm sure with all the money she had.
I mean, it's not like either of them are ugly or anything. I think either of those can get anyone that they want.
Christine says, if the Baltimore Groundhog sees it shattered, there are 6 more weeks of double shooting.
Yeah, I believe that. So, all right, next. I almost didn't put this one in because I didn't. I forgot to do this. Did I do this yet? I don't think I did it.
All right, Tina, get some rest.
Hey, don't go.
Yeah, work wiped her out today.
Yeah, but this is entertainment. She should be relaxed when she watches this.
I'm so relaxed I fall asleep during the show.
Yeah. That's the way everybody is. All right. What are we doing here? Okay.
See, and I'm the only one that's here that worked today.
Excuse me?
You stayed at home.
I was working.
Okay, well,
I didn't even get finished what I wanted to do. I'm going to figure out if I'm going to, depending on how much time everything takes, I may still take a jab at doing it without the video.
Okay.
I didn't want to do that, but I didn't get the video done. I guess while we're at it, that's, I asked you guys to determine whether you thought I was an alpha male or not.
Right.
What do you say? You're not going to hurt my feelings, by the way.
I'm torn because you have dominant qualities, but you don't like to be the center of attention.
Okay.
So I can split it down the middle and say you are male.
Okay.
My answer is no.
Okay. Your turn.
I told you.
Am I an alpha male or am I not?
I agree with my mother. I was saying the same thing. Like
Which half are you on? Are you on the half where I'm not, or at the half that I am?
I see that you have.
I like to make you guys uncomfortable.
No, I see that you have like dominant personality at times.
Okay. Would it surprise you if I told you that there were 5 levels that every man fits in? One of those 5.
Okay.
And I am one of those 5.
Well, I should hope so.
Well, but so is he.
I see you as the center of attention.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
And I think you strive for the center of attention, in certain
things.
areas.
In certain areas, yeah. I mean, I'm going to be the face of this band. They told me I'm going to be the face of the band. And I'm not, that's not my goal, but I'm telling them that as the lead singer, there's a female singer, by the way, as well, as the lead singer and probably the only member of the band that has done fronting a band. There is a thing called fronting a band. You can be the singer and not be the front of the band. You could actually be the guitar player and be the front of the band. But in this case, I'm going to be the front of the band, which means that people are going to say, oh, your band is really good, when it's not my band. And I'm supposed to accept that responsibility as if I were. But it's okay because I don't mind that. I'm not necessarily, when I play with a band, with a full band, I'm used to being the front of the band because the singer usually is, if there is a band. But like the front of Rainbow is Blackmore, Richie Blackmore. He's the guitar player.
Okay.
But they have a singer. But he's really the front of that band. And if anybody wanted to go see Rainbow, they want to see Richie Blackmore. They don't care who the singer is. But because they've had multiple singers in that band, but there's only one Richie Blackmore, and if Richie Blackmore's not in the band, it's not Rainbow. So, but anyway, well, I will tell you, you're all correct.
Mm-hmm. I thought
And
so.
And I will explain it maybe later on today. Depends what time we get done with all the articles that we have, and if I have enough time to dedicate to this, because it's a lofty segment, because there are 5 different levels or types of males that, and some of them cross over.
Okay.
You can't, like, I didn't start out as what I am now. And so you tend, as you grow, to fit into the mold. You may have started here and ended up somewhere else.
Right.
And that was truly my case. I wasn't always what I am today, and I'm a lot different today than I was 20 years ago.
That's true.
So I've evolved into something else.
Right.
And 20 years ago, I was different than I was 10 years ago before that.
Well, that I don't know about.
Well, it is. And I'm going to explain that if we get into that. So thank you for all doing your assignment. As difficult as it was.
I made sure that Ashley knew.
Good.
So.
Well, she's a good student.
She probably just said, "Oh, I'll go with whatever Mom says."
Yeah. Well,
No, I thought about it.
well, I mean, it's really a tough thing because nobody is truly just one of the categories. We have some overlap. Some of the stuff, like my brother was an alpha male.
You kind of all fit into.
But I would never be like him.
Right.
Because he was an aggressive alpha male.
Right.
And I was never an aggressive anything. I've always been quite a bit different from that.
You're more laid back.
Especially later in life. So I've really evolved into a new category, I think.
Yeah, it's called retired.
Some of it, yeah. And anyway, so I may get to see the Super Bowl live. That's kind of cool. It all depends. And I need to make a phone call to find out if I can or not. Okay. So Serena Williams is in the news now. Serena Williams had a movie that she was not in. It was about her.
Right.
And it was about her life and her sister's life in tennis. And Will Smith was the father in that.
Boy.
It was a good movie. It was actually outstanding. It was. I'm not one that is big on tennis, but I loved the movie because it really showed what their father was like, and it was interesting to see that how much he loved his children, and he was willing to sacrifice anything to help them be a success. And they became a very big success on the tennis circuit. Anyway, the movie, Serena Williams breaks silence on Will Smith's Oscar slap. The slap heard around the
I
world.
sent you that, I think.
I don't think it did. I think I saw that. Well,
I saw it at least, and maybe I.
You may have, but I actually pulled that out of. Oh, maybe you did. I don't know. You might have. I don't know. Anyway, her interest. She said minutes before Will Smith won the Academy Award for portraying Serena Williams' father in the biopic King Richard, he threw the slap that heard around the world at Chris Rock. Nearly a year later, in an interview with Gayle King, she broke her silence on the incident. I thought King Richard was an incredible film, and I feel there was an incredible film after that with Questlove. That kind of was overshadowed. She told King on the CBS Mornings, but I feel that I've been in a position where I've been under a lot of pressure and made a tremendous amount of mistakes, and I'm the kind of person that's like, I've been there, I've made a mistake, it's not the end of the world. She said, we're all imperfect and all human, and let's be kind to each other. So that's often forgotten a lot. It remains to be seen whether the Academy will take the tennis legend's words to heart, but hey, the voting has been swayed by stranger grassroots. So she was just basically saying that, okay, so he slapped Chris Rock. Let's let him go. Let's move on. It's kind of stupid. You can't take someone's accolades and just pretend they aren't there. Because he's a great actor. He's been in a lot of things. And because he did that slap, they're just kind of like, they're acting like he killed somebody.
Right.
And all he did was slap somebody. Okay, let's let him deal with that in court or whatever. This is movies, and they need to let it go.
Okay, so do you think they're talking more about Will's slap or Alec Baldwin's charges where he shot that person on the set?
Okay, so I'll address that. There's quite a bit difference here. First off,
well, they're both
nothing that he did was illegal. Slapping someone is not illegal.
Right.
Okay? Men slap their women every day. And women slap their men every day. Whatever. But
yeah,
I mean,
I get beaten every day.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, by the dog.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not illegal to slap someone. I mean, it's not right. Well, it's probably, maybe it is illegal, but it's not harmful. I mean, it was a slap. It doesn't kill anybody. Alec Baldwin killed somebody.
Yes, but he didn't do it on purpose.
Okay, but Alec Baldwin was lying to the police about the things that had happened.
Well,
he said he didn't shoot the gun when he did. He said that he didn't aim the gun. There's footage of him actually showing what he did when he was practicing it. And I don't know if you saw it or not, but what he did was he was pulling the gun out. Well, actually, he was pulling the gun out. And what happens in the Old West, when you were in a gun shoot, you would pull the gun out and hit it across your hand, pull the what are you reading?
Something for Saturday.
Oh, okay. Anyway, he would pull it out, and the barrel or whatever would be, you pull it out and you run it across your arm and pull back the hammer.
Okay.
So that they could shoot somebody, because they were often in situations where you didn't have time to think about it. You just would do that. He was practicing that when it went off.
Oh boy.
He said he didn't have the gun. So first off, he lied to cover it up. Second off, he did kill somebody.
Yeah, but he didn't.
It's involuntary manslaughter, but that's not what's going to get him in trouble. The involuntary manslaughter is going to get him in trouble, but not the reason he's in all the trouble that he's in. He's in all the trouble because he lied about him shooting someone. And when he did indeed shoot the person. And there was why was there ammo on set? There's never supposed to be ammo on set. Ever.
But I thought somebody said that they didn't know that there was live ammo, that gun was used somewhere else.
That's what they said.
Okay.
But it's not true.
I don't know.
See, that's the whole thing. Nobody knows what the truth is. The facts are this. He killed somebody. He lied about shooting the gun. And not only did he shoot one person, he shot two people. Uh-huh. He shot the one but it killed her, and it injured someone else. So, there's you got to. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Mom. So, the problems he has is whether or not he is. He's definitely going to lose a lot of money on this because he's got to fight the people. I mean, he ought to just. He's still trying to put the movie together, even though all this happened.
Right.
And it better be a heck of a movie because it's going to cost him an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
Well, not literally, but anyway. So when it comes,
2 arms and a leg.
It cost him a cinematographer and a director. So it's a shame. But when I think about it, Will Smith has gone through a lot of hassles. I mean, he didn't. Alec Baldwin didn't lose his accolades for shooting somebody, and he killed somebody. And all Will Smith did was slap somebody. So, I mean, if you want to add it to a new, different situation, it's really hard. It says Alec is going to jail, and you would be surprised if the movie ever gets finished. Yeah, I'm sure. So, all right. Next one. The Chrisleys are in jail, him and her, but they're still on TV.
Yeah.
Their stuff just started up, and they're still on TV. And they reintroduced the mother.
Somebody's got to keep it going.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to think about. He's going to be in jail for a long time.
But it doesn't say why she was moved to a different one.
Well,
she was moved to a medical facility.
So the original reason was she had health problems. Apparently she got better before she even moved there, and they kept her there. But she had some kind of
breast cancer, I believe.
Is that what it was? Yeah, it was something. So I don't know. I mean, she really. The amount of time they're getting for that is really bad. I think it's because they lied, and again they fought the law, and the law won. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those situations that I don't know how they could have done it differently. Maybe not cheated. So Todd Chrisley's mother Faye and his son Chase are still still up for the fun. On Thursday, Chase took an Instagram and a funny video of his grandmother, known as Nanny Faye, which marked her first appearance since Todd and Julie reported to prison. In the clip, Chase sits in the driver's seat and tells the camera how Nanny refuses to give him the proper directions to the doctor's office. As a result, they get lost. I'm driving Nanny Faye to her doctor's appointment today, the 26-year-old says, and Nanny Faye refuses to give me the address, so I have to guess where they need to go.
We know that feeling.
What a weird plot. And I can't get my TV show on the air. What's wrong with this picture? I remember when I first saw this show, I was trying to figure out, is this a real reality TV, or is this a spoof on reality TV? And I thought it was a spoof. I didn't think it was real. And here he is really,
real.
20 years in prison though.
He only gets 12.
It said 19 in this clip here.
Oh, I read 12.
Well,
she gets 7.
Probably with good behavior. Okay. But still, think about that. 12 years of your life.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm started watching a new show that is really, really good. It's Tulsa King.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It's Sylvester Stallone as a gangster. He gets out of jail. Did you see any of them?
I haven't seen any of
them. I really like it.
I really want to.
I've seen 4 episodes. It's so funny. And he fits that mobster thing really well. And it's just really good. It's a funny show. It's well written. The deal with Will Smith is through the Academy. They have very strict rules and guidelines for attending the award shows intended for those who don't actually win, can have a meltdown for not winning with consequences. So they are enforcing the see more sequences. Will was responding negatively to what Chris was saying, but not going to jail. That's correct. So I don't know. I would never be in that situation because I wouldn't want to knock anybody out because I'd get it for these guns are registered, and if I hit somebody, they would die. Mm-hmm. That's why I wouldn't. So I got to be careful with that.
Okay. Thunder and lightning, right?
Thunder, lightning. Just because I have bad shoulders doesn't mean I can't be dangerous. By the way, the show for Rambo's coming up.
I know. I'm excited.
I'm going to be...
I got our tickets.
Did you?
Yep.
How much were tickets?
15 for general admission.
Should be an interesting show.
And he's going to sign the back of the tickets.
Cool. I think... I just wish he would be able to get his health back.
Yeah.
Because he was a really good mentor for me.
And I've been reading the stuff that he posts, and to see that everything he's fighting, he still doesn't have an income. You know, and it's just crazy because he said when he filed for unemployment back before all this happened, he said he shouldn't have because they put it as his health reasons, and that's why he can't get unemployment.
Oh, jeez. See, this country's somewhat screwed up because there's so many people that fake documents and stuff.
Yep.
Like the Chrisleys. They screw it up for everybody. So, all right.
Boils down to the people who need it don't get it. The people who don't need it get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at me. I mean, anyway, Shaq. We know Shaq. Do you know Shaq like I know Shaq?
Nope.
He got pulled over by the police recently.
He probably hit that little kid in the commercial, you know, sitting in the back seat where the kid wishes Shaq was his real life brother.
That? You saw
I
it?
saw it, yeah.
Did you see the clip?
No, I didn't see the clip.
I'll show you the clip.
Yeah, I didn't see the clip, but...
All right. I do have the... I thought I had the clip.
Is that it?
Well, here's the clip. Well, I was going to go to Facebook or whatever it was, not Facebook. This is a pain in the butt. Well, while this is happening, I will go ahead and put this in. It's really funny. Shaq's got a good heart, you know. There's a lot of guys that they get rich and stuff and all that, and it doesn't matter.
I believe he scared the living shit out of the cop. To a degree.
Why? Well, he didn't share. I didn't see that.
No.
It was kind of funny because he's standing next to the cop. Let's see if I can get this thing to work. Okay. Wait, that one's... Okay, there we go. Skip ad. Here we go. I guess
A Houston cop is getting his 15 minutes of fame after he pulled over a basketball star.
Look at that.
I just pulled up and killed MC down in Texas. You watching NBA?
Why is that not playing?
Because it's Tuesday.
Okay.
Well, I saw an episode of, what is it called? Celebrity...
Undercover Boss?
What?
Celebrity
No.
Boss?
No. Celebrity Makeover or Extreme Makeover or
Okay, let's see
something
if
where he actually redid a whole room with the Property Brothers.
A Houston cop is getting hit.
Somebody's, well, in Shaq's case,
Why is this not
he took
playing?
his childhood home for his dad as a studio. And his uncle, I think it was, and he got him a car, all sorts of stuff, and it was like, that is so cool.
Is that going to work? Is this going to work? Maybe it's not. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. I don't know what. Does that sound okay to you guys? I need you to tell me because I'm not sure how it's going to work here. I need to know if that's still sounding good with my voice. So before I.
Secret Celebrity Renovation was the name of the show.
Okay. I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I hope it works. But we'll see. I don't think it's working. Who's listening to it? I'm listening to it? It is working.
Well, I saw an episode of...
I hear you.
What is it? That's
They're looking. There's his car. It's over there. Did you guys get to hear it? Okay, it was echoing. Yeah, I turned it off because I figured it was echoing. I wasn't sure about that. I just thought it was funny because he here he gets caught speeding and he gets pulled over, and then the cop does the thing for him, which I thought was really cool that he did. I wish I knew what's going on here. I wonder why this isn't
It's
working.
Tuesday. Hi,
Yeah, but it
Amy
was
Sue.
working before. Oh, Amy Sue's there? See picture, but no sound. Oh, you're watching the beginning? Oh, nope. That shouldn't happen. Wonder why that happened. That was near my... Okay. All right. Oh, why is that? Wait a minute. What's that ad? Stop. Okay. So did it have sound or didn't it? Oh, my sister said it was okay. It was echoing. Okay, so the thing I did was the echo. Okay. All right, so there we go. Shaq had fun with the guy, with the cop. Doesn't he own...
Papa John's.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought that's where you were working. You working there? Still working there? No?
We won't discuss that.
Oh, okay.
We'll discuss that off the air.
Okay, I didn't know you weren't there anymore. I was wondering why we weren't getting pizza.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
All right. Ringo Starr and Paul McCartney reunited at a party. Kind of cool. I mean, it says two former Beatles got together in Los Angeles for an event in honor of McCartney's fashion designer daughter, Stella McCartney. What's that?
I think I saw that one.
You might have. You might have sent it. I don't know if you did or not. Half these I don't know if you sent or not. I just will give you credit for them all.
That's right.
Whether or not you sent it.
I'm the one that gets credit.
So,
yeah, but I know the ones I send them.
Well,
I know the ones I send them, but 9 out of 10 times he already sees them.
a lot of times I take yours and I search for a similar article that I can get to because I don't subscribe to them, and I block the ones that on Facebook that I can't get to.
Right.
Because it's no reason to. It just is frustrating when I can't use the Pen Live and stuff like that. So anyway, it says here, after nearly 66 years of friendship, it appears Ringo Starr and Paul McCartney are still going strong. In recent years, Starr, who's 82, recently said that he and McCartney, 80, had a chance to bust a move at a recent party. Man, this is a beautiful day and it's getting better and better. We were at the Stella McCartney roller skating party, Starr wrote. What a time we had. Go get them. Paul, peace and love. And, look, a little video. So, yeah, there they are. They're dancing, busting a move. So, on the wrong side of the thing here. They should be up on stage, but I don't know how much their music would sound good in that type of environment. In the brief video, the two greet each other and dance to the 1976 disco hit Young Hearts Run Free by Candy Staton. It appears to have been taken February 2nd in Los Angeles at star-studded party hosted by Paul McCartney's fashion designer daughter, Stella McCartney. So, is he still married to the girl that has one leg?
Who, Paula?
Yeah, Paul McCartney, yeah. I don't know if, yeah, he's coming in, Guzzy. I saw that.
Yeah, but I was looking for something else.
No, Madonna left the building.
Where?
All right, we're looking here. Paul McCartney, seeing if he's still married to the one-legged woman.
Wikipedia. And the answer is...
Drum roll. I don't know if they're going to name her
Spouses. Nancy Sheville, married in 2011. It looks like he's still married.
I think that's the one. I think that's the one-legged one.
She is a cousin of journalist Barbara Walters.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. It doesn't say.
I think that's the one, though. All right. Let's see. What do we got next? Oh, our buddy James Ellsworth.
Uh-huh.
You know who he is, right?
Yeah.
Former WWE superstar and former loser against my tag team. He has a cameo.
Wow.
You can get a personalized video for $19, book a business video for $100, book a live video call for $57, and they'll message somebody for $3.
Nice.
Yeah. I see his messages from time to time.
Yeah, I think Jimmy Valiant has stuff like that too.
Well, let's find out. Let's see. Valiant. IANT. James Marston. I don't see. I mean,
Jimmy.
I spelled it wrong. That's why.
Jimmy puts his on Facebook.
Oh. Okay. Spelled it wrong again. Anyway, Valiant. Okay. But anyway, that's a way to make side money. There's a lot of people that make big bucks on those things.
Oh yeah.
Here we got it. Wrestlers right here. A whole bunch of them. WWE wrestlers. Mick Foley.
Nice.
Boros twins. Kurt Angle. Bret Hart. Wow. $150. Actually, $149 for Mick Foley. Nick Gage. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Some of these people are pretty good money. Dan Gable, Tito Santana, Joe Hendry, I don't even know who he is, James Ellsworth, Danhausen. Oh, Dallas Page, $119.
Nice.
Sandman's $38. Chavo Guerrero. That's pretty fun. Vince Russo. Gilbert. Shanna Baszler. Oh, cool. Hey, look, we got Bushwhacker Luke. That's fun. Nice to see these guys out there doing their thing. So, that's pretty cool. Anyway, all right. Just wanted to shout him out because he's a good guy.
Oh yeah. And I think he'll be there on the 18th too.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh yeah. He's one of the main events.
Yep.
Yeah. Now this is really sad. Superstar Billy Graham. He's got issues. Oh. He's got a GoFundMe. He's been in the hospital all of January.
Wow.
So I'm really kind of bummed about this because actually he's one of my childhood heroes. And yes, I know I got him on a Deadpool. I don't want him to die. I know somebody was thinking that.
Look at those horns.
Anyway, he's been in the hospital for a while, and actually his GoFundMe really isn't that good. He isn't. He's at $1,950 of the $25,000 goal.
Wow.
I thought I would take this and share it with Jericho. So, am I done with the show? No, asshole. Jeez.
Actually, I know somebody who died in his sleep.
Who?
One of my sister's classmates, her ex-husband, I do believe, but father to her two oldest kids.
Okay.
Wow.
He died in his sleep. They woke up and they couldn't get him to wake up.
Well, Billy Graham has been around. I mean, when you read this, it says Billy Graham has had a rough run lately. He coded, but God decided it wasn't his time to go and brought him back to us. He's going on over 3 weeks in the Mayo Clinic ICU. Checked into a rehab and now is back at the Mayo. He's dealing with a myriad of serious health issues, a major infection in his ears and skull that may take 6 months of IVs and congestive heart failure, diabetes, hearing loss as a result of the infection, and the list goes on. He's facing a long period of time rehab, and his insurance will only pay a portion of this. He's facing at least 2 months of skilled nursing facility once he's stabilized and released from the Mayo Clinic. He's lost 45 pounds in the past 3 weeks. That's just crazy, crazy stuff. Wayne's wife, Valerie, is doing her best to work full-time. Also, she's doing all she can do for her husband. They're facing long-term medical-related bills. Any amount would be appreciated. So there's a lot of people here that are doing. I feel for him because, he's been, ever since he left wrestling, he's had all kinds of issues, and it just is crazy to think about that he's having issues just to live. So I kind of feel bad for him because I wanted to send him those pictures that I have of him when I was a kid. And,
wrestlers have to get their own insurance. It's not like they have insurance, medical insurance through WWE.
Well, he's too old for that anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm sad for him because the stuff that what's that? What did you send me?
The Jimmy Valiant and what he charges.
Oh, what was it?
He charges. Let me go back to it. $250.
Wow.
For you get a unique gift by having him call the person or to be a guest on his podcast or radio show.
Wow.
For $250. Or you can even do a special one-on-one personal tour Monday through Friday at his wrestling camp.
Wow. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to do what you got to do. You got to make it on anything, because if they paid into the system, they can get.
Yeah.
But they probably didn't. A lot of those guys probably didn't. And actually, that's where. Oh, if you didn't see it, the Ric Flair special on Peacock is awesome. You will cry. You will laugh. You will be astonished.
I was watching the Biography channel on Saturday, I believe, and I saw it was about I think it was like Legends, and they did Shawn Michaels show.
Yeah, that was the new one's going to start on the 19th.
And I saw the one they did on The Undertaker.
Okay, they're really good. But the one on Flair, it's just if you like Flair or hate Flair, just to see what he's been through, you'll learn that he's actually a humble guy. And
oh, so you found a way to keep her from taking your seat?
I don't know where she is.
Oh,
she better be here.
She might be outside.
She'll be outside.
What'd you do to my dog?
He hid her so she doesn't take his seat.
I stole her.
Anyways,
my dog for your dog.
And I
no.
I don't need a little dog. I don't need a yapper.
I love Cheyenne, but Bear's mine.
Yeah, that little son of a gun. While Tony and I were fixing the gate, kept on yip, 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 in the cage.
My dog doesn't bark at all. She's a quiet dog. Just the way I like it. Just like me.
Does she growl at the TV?
No.
Bear does when the TV's not on.
That's because he sees his shadow.
Anyway, I saw one on Paul Heyman today. That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw one on...
So Bear's a groundhog now?
What?
He said Bear saw his shadow, so I said Bear's a groundhog
No.
now?
What was the other one I watched? I watched one that was...
his reflection in the TV.
I watched Heyman, and then I watched... Oh, Bobby Heenan.
Oh, yeah.
That was really good, too. The one on Bobby Heenan's... You get to see his daughter. And she... it's really interesting to watch him with his daughter because Bobby Heenan, everybody hates Bobby Heenan, because he was such an evil guy. But his love that he has for his family is just really kind of neat. It puts everything on an interesting level. And, of course, the stuff that he did with Gorilla Monsoon was cool, too. And actually, nice thing about it was they talked about him before he was with WWE when he was in the AWA, and that was the kind of stuff I was wondering if they were going to cover it. But that was really interesting. So those are some... what the... He's still sending me messages. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care anything about you. I don't talk to you. I don't talk to you because I don't want to talk to you. Stop filling up my... Why does he pick Tuesdays?
Block him.
Why does he do it on Tuesdays?
I don't know, but why don't you just unfriend him and block him?
I don't know. I try to be nice.
I know you do.
I do. I really try to be nice. Anyway. All right. See pictures, but no sound. Oh, that's an old one?
Yeah, that's an old one.
I was going to say, here we go again with no pictures.
We're
Anyway,
watching.
so Billy Graham, if you got money to give, give. If you don't got money to give, don't give. So that's simple enough. All right, next thing. We're in the main show now.
Wow.
Well, okay, I don't have a lot of articles for here. So we're probably going to get a chance for me to screw up and tell you all about the alpha male thing. So.
Well, don't forget, I still have that game.
What is it? One tag, you're it.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Well, let me see how much time. Well, it looks like we're gonna have an hour by looks of things.
Okay.
So, how long is your game?
Depends on how long it takes you guys to figure it out.
It's a stupid game. We
I'm
figured it out. See you later. Okay.
All right.
You really want to sleep outside, don't you?
Wait, do we need pen and paper?
No.
Good.
Okay. Because I got some.
Nope.
I come prepared.
All right. Well, brown noser. All right. Here we go. A zoo goer hits a chimpanzee with a water bottle, and the chimpanzee throws back.
One bottle back.
Yes.
Yep, there we
Throws the
go.
one bottle back. I know I gave him that one. Yeah.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Can't
I
outsmart
thought
a
that
chimpanzee.
was hilarious.
Mom,
When I saw that, I thought
can't
that was
outsmart a
hilarious.
chimpanzee.
That's it.
Outsmarted by a chimpanzee. Yep.
And actually, I get a lot of news articles from this site. But I started working on my little project, and I didn't get to all of it. But, all right. I think there's a video of it. Just waiting for this thing to come back. There we go. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to see the video, I think. All right, how do I do this? Oh, is that a picture? Or that's not a picture. That's a video. Here's a video. Wait, here's a video. Is this a video? No. Okay. Okay. I think there's a video. Where's the video? Must be this. Let's see if we get anything out of this. Alright, is anything going to happen? I think the video's not doing anything. Oh, this day in history. Well, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want that.
This day in history, my mom was born.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Okay, well that's not a video. Alright, where is... Oh, this is an ad. Okay, how did I get this big screen? I didn't want the full screen of this.
You probably had it from the other one.
Okay, let's go down here. That's not a video. All right, well we can look at the pictures, I guess, because I thought that said a video was included.
Is it that one?
There's no, I don't see any videos except the first one. The first one was that This Week in History, unless that's a commercial. Maybe that's a commercial.
That's a Puffs commercial.
All right. Well, why don't I hear it? Oh, turn the sound off. We'll just take a chance that that's not going to be. I have a feeling they're going to trick me into playing their video on the commercial. Yeah, this is not what it's supposed to be. So I can drop this. I don't care about this. All right. Anyway, so let's see what this. Let's look at the pictures here. There's the ape. All right. How do you go to the next picture?
I don't know.
Come on. No, I don't have a next picture. What is going on here? Oh, there it is. There's the next picture. There's the bottle.
Wow.
There's an advertisement. There's the ape. I don't see a bottle yet. Oh, come on with these ads. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Well, there's the ape.
Really?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. They lied. They sent us a video. Where's the video? I don't see no video. It does say video, right? Yeah, it says video. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Am I going to get to see it? Okay, there we go. Ooh, look at him. He really did throw it.
Yeah.
That was a good throw. He should be working for the... I'm going to back that up. He needs to get in baseball or something. That's really funny.
Wow.
Did he hit the girl or
Yeah,
something?
I think so.
Oh, no wonder. Go screw the girl. She should have never thrown it in the first place.
He was trying to say, don't be a litter bug.
Or he was saying, hey, could you go cash this in for my 5 cents?
Well, it looks like the guy threw it.
Okay. Here we go from another angle. Oh, man. I don't get it. I don't get why people are so stupid. It's no wonder animals don't like us. So, I should have put Billy Graham as the picture of the day. Anyway, all right. Let's see. Was there any others that I need to... Okay. All right. Next one is... Okay, that's the zoo goer. Get rid of this. Then we got an 18-year-old wins $48 million on his first ever lottery purchase.
Ever shot.
I want to kill him for that.
Yeah, I do too.
Jeez.
On his first ever shot.
He would never have to work unless he was with Lisa Marie Presley. He would never have to work again. Jeez, what's wrong with these people? An 18-year-old.
How do you, you know?
Just stupid luck.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's from Canada.
Oh, well, that's
Well,
explains
wait.
it.
Where was he from?
Yeah, Canada.
Yeah.
Ontario, Canada.
Jeez, an 18-year-old woman has made history by winning $48 million after I thought it was a guy. I guess it's a girl. Huh?
I thought it was a kid, yeah.
Juliette Lamar, 18, of Ontario, Canada, was announced as the winner of the Ontario Lottery and Gaming Commission on Friday, making her the country's youngest person to win a lottery prize of this amount. She purchased the winning ticket after her grandfather suggested she buy one for her 18th birthday. The 18-year-old said she forgot about the ticket until the co-workers said that someone from her hometown won the drawing. I just turned 18 and my grandfather suggested that I buy a lottery ticket for fun. Why did my grandfather suggest that?
I did, and I lost.
My dad used to buy those scratch-offs like crazy, and he had all kinds of money stashed away that nobody knew about, and he used to smoke those. He had a pipe, so he had those metal tins that he stashed money in that, and he kept it on the top shelf of the kitchen.
You can get a lot of money in there.
And it was funny. Yeah, there was a bit of money in there. And after he died, we were just in the kitchen talking, and for some reason, I reached up, grabbed that tin, pulled it down, and I looked inside it, and it had cash in it. I'm like, holy cow! And I was talking to my mom, and I said, you might want this. I put the lid back on, gave it to her. It was money. It was cash. He was saving up for a car that he wanted to buy. He wanted to buy this. I think it was a Lincoln Continental or something like that his friend had. And he was trying to save money for it. All right.
Do you know that Jerry Lawler had emergency surgery?
No.
Yep.
I think I'm going to have to talk to the board.
Yep. He suffered a stroke on Monday at his home in Fort Myers, Florida.
Wow.
He underwent surgery and is said to be recovering.
He's had some weird things happen.
He's had a previous stroke.
Yeah.
Also had a heart attack.
Yes, I remember the heart attack because he was working when he had it.
Yep. They said he was pronounced clinically dead for 20 minutes during his 2012 incident, and there were fears that he would have brain damage.
Maybe that's what's wrong with him. Wow. I'll tell you, that guy is something else. He's been in a lot of things, and he's done a lot of things, and just crazy stuff. So
I was like, whoa.
I liked him when he was on the show. He was really nice. He didn't have to be on the show.
That's true.
So, okay, Bell Township woman, a Bell Township bar sued by woman who claimed injuries caused by drunken fall from a bar stool.
And I know I gave you that one.
Oh.
How do you know we both didn't give him that one?
Because you would.
How do you know I didn't get it myself?
Because I know I gave it to you.
How do you know I didn't give it to him?
Hey, baby, give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. All the girls say, a pretty white for a pretty fly for a white guy.
Wasn't he a wrestler for Tate?
No, that was.
Yeah.
That was not the singer.
No, but that was the guy's name was Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
Yeah, I would think he took the name from the song, not the song that was written.
But yeah, I saw that article and I thought I could just hear you, say when we were talking about it, saying, okay, why would she be suing a bar because she fell when she was drunk?
Because the people are stupid.
I mean, yes, they continued to serve her.
Well,
they should have cut her off.
They should have, but...
Should we go to Natasha and ask that question?
Oh, you don't want to get her started.
So a Bell Township bar was sued this week by a woman who claimed that she was left a quadriplegic when she was served too much alcohol and fell off a stool. According to the lawsuit, Mary Jo Jordan, 55, contends her injuries 2 years ago were caused by negligence of the staff at the Lone Star Inn
See, you
at
can't say
Perrysville Road.
that 2 years ago. What she could have done something within them 2 years.
Yeah.
Where's this from? What's this from? This from
Bell Township.
today in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I thought that's where it said when I saw it.
That's interesting. She was continuously served vodka and beer despite being...
Westmoreland County.
You know, this kind of thing irritates the living daylights out of me. If you're not able to drink responsibly, you can't sue someone else because you're an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're quadriplegic, it's your own fault if you took that much alcohol. I don't think anybody should get drunk. But everybody around me seems to get drunk. Not necessarily you guys, but I think that probably that band, everyone's going to be getting drunk on that band except me. But that's just, she contends she suffered spinal injuries, a concussion, and other ailments related to her fall. You know, if you fall and you were drinking, that's on you. I mean, you can't blame someone else for your stupidity.
I'd say the same words to her that I say to Ashley. Bubble wrap.
Oh, you did that. I was going to say, don't tell me he gave me another message.
Nope, that was me.
You're messing me up. Because I'm looking up there to see what he wants now. Anyway, we're not talking. We're not talking about this. She said. Says a woman who identified herself on Wednesday as the manager of the Lone Star Inn declined to comment about the lawsuit. Jordan seeking an unspecified amount of damages for pain and suffering and loss of future earnings.
Well, like you said, if she's drunk and she fell off, how can she sue the bar? I mean, she can because
you
she's
can
going to
sue
try
anybody for anything.
Right.
So, unfortunately, and that's a sad situation.
And I hope if that ever goes to court,
it will.
That the judge says, really?
And unfortunately, it should. One of the things out in Hummelstown, there was a nightclub. It was called the Countryside Inn. It was out by my high school that I went to. They got sued because an underage kid got into the bar, and they kicked him out of the bar, but he had drank some, and when he left the bar, he had a car accident, and he killed some people, and they sued the bar, and the bar was out of business because of that.
Wow.
And yeah, granted, there was an issue with them serving an underage kid, but again, the kid got in. There should be. I mean, I understand, but really, where's the line? I mean, they shouldn't have served him. That's true. But I mean,
he could have had a fake ID and they didn't know.
He could have. I mean, I don't know the reason, but they really reamed that place, and now it's a place where you can buy flowers and stuff like that. And it was a club I always wanted to play, and I never got to play there, so that's why I'm angry about it. 'Cause I never got to play there. I did get to play. I did get to play the Club Met or Metron, whatever you want to call it. I got to play there. That was the best bar at one point. I got to play the VIP Club, which was the best bar at one point. And so I got to play some pretty nice places. This band here is going to do, we're going to do bars in the beginning, but our goal is not to play bars, it's to play big venues.
Maybe you can go back to Grange Fair.
Only if they're going to take and get us on a stage instead of, you know, but this is going to be I'm telling you, just from the first practice, there's some talent in this band.
Good.
And I'm really excited about this band because
If you get up on the stage, do I get to like roll the equipment out and do all that stuff and be on the stage? Or?
Well, I mean, if we do this right, I can get you to help with the band.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
If this works out the way I expect it to, they would like to have people to help with the band. I mean, it's it's a big band. I mean, it's 2 guitars, a bass player, a drummer, a male singer, and a female singer.
I mean, there was the one guy when we went to the Judds. He kept on actually giving the guitar to Winona and actually fixing her.
Well, those
hair.
guys are real deals there.
Yeah,
those
that's
guys.
what I'm saying. I would have loved to have been doing that.
You might. I mean, it depends how the guitarist works. He may teach you how to tune the guitar, because there are guitar jockeys out there that's all they do is they take care of the equipment. They tune the guitars. When the guy's done with the guitar, they take it back and they tune it for another. And they give him another guitar. So I don't know how.
Well, his hearing's off, so that would.
He doesn't have to. You can use it. There's an app.
Oh,
there's an app that you use. And you just for a string, you watch the app and you tune it up and down compared to where the app says to be, and you don't have to be
Stop taking my job away from me.
She wants it, maybe.
No.
She wants to be.
Why, you've given everything else up?
She wants to be the front woman.
I haven't given you up yet. Notice I said yet.
Yet.
Anyway, 2017, David A. Wegman sued the owners of the Ziggy's Hotel in Youngwood, claiming he was injured when he fell down from a bar stool after being served alcohol and while drunk. In that case, Wogabin, or whatever his name is, of Hempfield, claimed he suffered a shoulder injury, lost consciousness, suffered acute alcohol poisoning, and developed a post-traumatic anxiety as a result of his fall. According to the records, Woggaman, his lawsuit was settled, discontinued in 2018. So, I mean, I guess there are kinds of people that sue and end up winning with stuff. But it's just a shame. I wouldn't want to own a bar because of that. Because you have so much money you pay to have a liquor license. And not only do you have that liquor license, but then you have to worry about some idiot falling off their bar stool. And so you could end up losing your business over just an idiot. And I don't know.
And you have to make sure all your servers know what they're doing and what to watch for.
And the card.
Yep.
Got to make sure the doorman doesn't let anybody in, and if they sneak in a different way, you're still liable.
Yep. Yeah, I know the stuff that Natasha tells me.
It's crazy. So I'm just glad I don't have to deal with it. Not now. Well, I won't have to at all because I don't drink. So. All right. No jail time for. Oh, this is interesting. No jail time for this Maine corrections officer. He's sentenced in the crash that killed a 9-year-old.
Ooh.
Okay, so I read this to figure, and I couldn't understand why he didn't get some kind of jail time for this. But what happened was this corrections officer was going home, and he was really tired.
He fell asleep at the
wheel. He fell asleep at the wheel. And I'm really surprised that there wasn't jail time for it, but there apparently wasn't jail time for this. It says judge in Cumberland County, right down the street.
Wrong.
Wrong? Oh, well, yeah.
Maine.
Well, that's down the street, or up the street. That's up the street. In Cumberland County Superior Court handed down a 6-year suspended sentence in Ken Morang manslaughter case plus 4 years of probation. The former corrections officer was ordered to pay $5,000 in fine and perform 200 hours of community service. While on probation, Meringue cannot drive and he cannot have contact with the Bell family. So if he has a Bell telephone, he can't get it fixed. It was July 2019 when Meringue crashed his truck into a car carrying the Bell family. 9-year-old Raylyn Bell was in the back seat of the family SUV. She was transported to the hospital for traumatic brain injury and died several days later. The child's mother, Chastity, told the court that doctors said that her daughter died from blunt force trauma. During the manslaughter trial in October 2022, Meringue admitted to working 80 to 100 hours a week. He said he was tired and must have fallen asleep behind the wheel. In court Monday, Raylyn's mother told the judge that life will never be the same for her family, for her and her family. I mean, it's just sad that, you know, you lose a kid.
Yeah, well, I understand that, but I guess maybe the parents don't want to see him because it's a reminder of what happened.
Well, it's not that. I mean, it's a shame he got off light.
Yeah.
Because he killed that kid.
But he did it by accident.
I understand that, but he still took a freaking child.
And who knows what it's doing to him psychologically.
I understand that. But he really got a light sentence there.
Hi, Jen.
Where do you see Jen? Oh, hi, Jen. Hey, Jen, I might be going to the Super Bowl. Just to let you know. Just to let you know. I got to see if all the logistics are in place.
Keep on saying that. If she's listening, she ain't going to let you go.
How do you know that?
I don't know.
It's networking. It has to do with, if I get to go, it's because of the networking in the VIP that I'm going to get to go. And a friend of mine is one of the speakers at that VIP thing. And so the networking would be, actually, ironically, the girl's name is Christina. Mm-hmm. So, Christine. So I got to talk to her a little bit more to make sure she was serious about it. Do you remember when Chris Hansen used to be on the show? Not on the show, on a show. He used to be the Predators. Used to be on that Predator show. He'd get predators that were going after children and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, he apparently still does that. Chris Hansen busted this guy. What?
Christine says, Michael, this is what you don't understand about relationships. I don't tell Mike what to do. He doesn't tell me what to do. If it benefits his career, he's going.
See? Well, I need to talk to the other Christine to see what the details are, because she invited me, and I just need to, see if I can make it work. So if I can make it work, I'll make it work. But that'd be kind of cool. I've never been to I don't care who's playing. It's just kind of cool to be in a Super Bowl. But that's not even the coolest part. It's going to be with celebrities.
If only Tom Brady was playing.
Yeah, it sucks.
I don't care if he's there or not. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who's in it, because the whole
Jen
idea
is... She can go too.
No. You could go instead of me if you knew her, but the problem is that I gotta hear the stuff, because I mean it's the Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta hustle to make sure I could get there if I could get there, and I'm not gonna drive to Arizona.
She goes, not without her.
Wait, it says Mike may be going to the Super Bowl. Oh, okay. Who said that?
I did.
Oh, there. Okay, I didn't see yours. Okay. Anyway, if I can go, I'm going to have a really good time, but I gotta break out of my shyness to all these new people, and these are people that these are millionaires. I'm going to be going if I go. So.
And Christine said, "Don't worry, she's got Cheyenne covered."
Yeah, I think Cheyenne would like to go too.
Yeah, maybe.
All those people she would get to be friends with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who's doing that?
What?
Me probably.
Are you tapping?
My knee.
Okay, that's you. I was looking in my equipment to see where it was coming from. I thought something was feeding back or something.
No,
So
probably my knee.
anyway, Hudson Man busted by Chris Hansen, now free. An old man drove almost an hour to find himself on Chris Hansen's television show. This creepy clip made a list of most jaw-dropping moments on the show. So, I mean, he used to do this show all the time where he just, what they do is when they get you to go to they have a police officer that is pretending to be the young kid. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's a young guy, sometimes it's a young girl, and they would text back and forth because, I mean, these predators will go to big lengths to be with these kids, and those are the people I think should just be shot. There should be no, I mean, you can't, because what they do is they tell you to bring something, they'll say something specific. You got to bring like green M&Ms.
Oh.
And they'd show up and they'd have green M&Ms. That proves that they were that person. They can't say it wasn't me.
Right.
You know, they'll say you got to bring condoms. And they'll have condoms or whatever it is. They'll have something specific that they're looking for that they can say this is, that you are that person, whether or not you want to admit it or not. Anyway, Chris Hansen had a successful run on Dateline, catching predators by baiting them into a house and meeting with them with law enforcement. And I'd sit and watch that, and I'd be amazed because, like, the guy would be all like, they'd have a girl go out and say, "I'll be back in a minute," and when she leaves, then the cops would come in and take them away because they do the wrong thing. And anyway, after his run on Dateline, Hansen decided to bring the show back. One of the sting homes was located in Fairfield, Connecticut. And one of the decoys reportedly ended up chatting with a man from right here in Hudson Valley. The man and the decoy sent sexual text messages back and forth for about a month. He then reportedly sent her nude photos from him on the toilet.
Oh.
The Brewster, New York man thought he was meeting a 13-year-old. A 13-year... What kind of gross... Every time I can't even think of a girl 18 or 21. I wouldn't even go near a girl that young. And yet these guys are after a 13-year-old. Every time I think of a girl that age, my flashback is when I was with a girl that I was dating for a couple of years. Her daughter was, when I met her and her family, her daughter was 6 and 9. They were 6 and 9 when I met. The son was 6, the daughter was 9, and when we broke up, she was like 12. And that's my only vision of what a 12-year-old girl looks like. And every time I read something like this, I think, man, she would have been like, oh, I can't even, ugh. Those kind of people should just be shot. There's no, you can't cure a mindset like, what's this? Oh.
Love you, Jen.
But anyway, here he is being escorted out by members of the law enforcement so we can actually, we can't see it. I guess that's not a clip. But it's crazy. According to the article from the CT Post, he was sentenced to 4.5 years in prison after he had a guilty plea of attempting to entice a minor in possession of child porn, attempted a second-degree sexual assault, and attempted risk of injury to a minor. He was released in 2021, but the CT Post also reported that he would be on probation for 10 years. He's now a registered sex offender. His last known address was not in New York State. So, I mean, I just don't understand why a grown man would have any kind of...
It's a sickness.
I can't even say it.
To some people.
I just think it
is a sickness.
Well, those kind of people can't be fixed. So they should stay in jail a lot longer than that. It's crazy. But, yeah, he's a sex offender. Oh, boy. He's got a new title in his name, but he's still out there, and he's still, people that want to do stuff like that, will still want to do that long after they're out of their probation. The nice thing is that he's a sex offender.
The temptation is something that's hard to, to ignore.
I can't even imagine. But, the thing is that the guy's still a danger to kids. It doesn't matter that he's on probation because, it just sickens me. Anyway, he is out there. He did get caught, and now he's out on the streets again. So, I mean, I can't even imagine. I just can't. It just sickens me. Castrate, yes, I would agree. So, I don't know. All right, so next. So there was a Chinese balloon, spy balloon.
Everybody's been talking about that.
Yeah, what the freak is going on with that? Well, apparently...
New version of a drone.
Well, it's an old version of a drone. It's talk about an old technology. I mean, that's crazy. I would think if they were going to spy on us, they would find a better way than take a balloon.
They probably were trying to do, how the Chinese lanterns that they lit up, they were probably hoping it looked more like that.
But you don't, if you're going to spy on somebody, do it right. Do it with the cameras in the sky or something. Don't do it with a balloon. I mean, we're going to have another Balloon Boy soon, You remember Balloon Boy?
No.
I do.
Do you remember Balloon Boy?
Mm-mm. What about Balloon Boy?
What's with you girls? Where were you? You don't know what Balloon Boy is?
No.
What year was that?
Maybe
That was
Bubble Boy.
No, I'm talking about Balloon Boy.
I'm a Bubble Boy.
The Balloon Boy hoax.
Yeah.
Let you read it.
Oh.
You don't remember that?
No.
Really? It was all over the news. It was like really a big deal. What year was it?
2009.
Okay.
When a homemade helium-filled gas balloon shaped to resemble a silver flying saucer was released into the atmosphere above Fort Collins, Colorado.
Yeah.
They then claimed that their 6-year-old son was trapped inside it.
Correct.
Authorities confirmed the balloon reached 7,000 feet during its 90-minute flight. Wow. No, I don't remember
And nobody knew
that.
where the kid was.
No.
But he was, it was a hoax. He didn't really.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Oh, man, that was a crazy thing. Anyway, this is the great Chinese spy balloon drama of 2023 is not over yet. As it turns out, there's another not a spy balloon floating over Latin America. And yes, that one belongs to China. On Monday, the Chinese Foreign Ministry confirmed that the second giant floating balloon spotted over Latin America in recent days belongs to the country. CNN reported anyway. According to China, the balloon, which claims it was used for flight tests, deviated way off course because the weather and the aircraft limited steering capabilities. I mean, in 2023, why are we using balloons? Why aren't we using drones? It'd be a lot easier to explain.
Drones are so obvious, though.
Yeah, but what are they going to do with a balloon? I mean, if they have it over Perry County, somebody's going to shoot it out of the air.
Right, but remember, a lot of people release balloons like to their loved ones and stuff, and they didn't want it to be
Not these balloons.
Yeah, but they probably thought, okay, this won't be so conspicuous that probably somebody released a balloon in honor of a loved one, even though they're saying now you shouldn't do that because when the balloon deflates,
It'll
falls
kill
back
ducks.
to the earth, it'll kill the animals.
Yeah, I don't believe that either.
Yeah,
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I am far from that.
They're just trying to be inconspicuous.
I don't believe in conspiracy. I believe in the Bubble Boy more than I believe in the balloons costing.
Oh no!
What?
I just got a message from Jessie Jo. Her Aunt Linda passed away today.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah.
Way to bring the show to a screeching halt. I'm not laughing at Jessie Jo.
No.
I feel for Jessie Jo. So
yeah.
Anyway, the country's explanation is nearly identical to the one it used to justify the balloon that ended up over Montana, which the U.S. claims was a spy. Says Montana houses one of the nation's 3 nuclear silo fields. The U.S. military shot down the alleged Chinese spy balloon on Saturday off of South Carolina while it floated over the Atlantic Ocean. I mean, that's pretty good to get that thing to float over the Atlantic Ocean, because you can't control it. It's not like you can control the stuff. Christine says the balloon's going to blow up, kill wildlife, some trees, tree-hugging hippies, going to sue China, and then we're going to go to war.
Oh, there goes all our Chinese food.
Guess we're going to have to stick with Korean. So,
Italian.
Oh, man. Oh, wow, I forgot to change the banner. Oh, well. That's last week's banner.
No, today's the 7th.
Yeah, but the banner is, this automatically changes the date, but it doesn't change the banner.
Oh.
So, yeah, I just realized that I didn't change the banner. Tacos. Yes. What? Yeah, tacos. We can always have tacos on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Taco
okay.
Tuesday.
That's what Harry does.
Yeah, that's because Harry
religiously has tacos on Tuesdays.
That's right. Understanding or not, the balloon caused a commotion in Colombia and Costa Rica, the two countries which confirmed the object's presence in their airspace. Why is China doing this? It's like, it's really stupid to. They sent us over their COVID-19. And
they can have it back.
Now they're sending over all these balloons. So.
We're not having a party.
Why not?
Not with China.
Why not? What, using paper plates instead of the fine china?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I always use the fine china.
That's right.
That you throw away.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Okay, next. All right. This is a weird one. Of course, everything has been weird today. A sinkhole swallows a 71-year-old woman trying to rescue her. So this is
wow.
What a weird thing. So I remember when this happened in Florida probably 20 years ago or so, that there was some kind of sinkhole that ended up swallowing a whole house and people were in it, and they were trying to figure out what was going on there. But yeah, that apparently is the same situation with this in okay, come on, waiting for my
well, if the hole was that hungry, I mean,
hungry hole. There's a picture of the hole.
Oh.
Anyway, it's not. At least it's not her whole house like that one year that. Okay, it says here in New York, people from New York were rescued after falling into a sinkhole in their front yard. How would you like to? Oh, that's like when Christine got the Prius stuck in the front yard.
Oh, remember, she's listening.
Hey, she's probably going to say that too. But anyway, a typical morning for 71-year-old Luz Bedoya took a terrifying turn. She was leaving home for work January 26th, and it was 6 a.m. She fell into a sinkhole that opened up in her front yard right near her walkway to the house. Police say the hole is about 6 feet wide and 6 feet deep. Well, at least it's not too deep. They can get her out of there without any major construction equipment. But I'm talking, when that happened last time, a whole house sunk. I think it was one or two houses that were involved in this, but it took the whole house.
Yeah, no.
And I'm pretty sure it was Florida. But that was like, that had to be at least 10 years ago. But yeah, because I was listening to the Cowhead show, so it had to be around then. She thought the ground was going to eat her, sink in through the ground.
It was hungry. It was female. It was female flavored.
Oh yeah. I'm sure it was
elderly female flavored.
I'm sure that it was like if something like that happened to me, I'd crap my pants on the way down.
Like chocolate, her time of the month.
Oh, all right. Anyway,
that's bad.
She was screaming and asking for help, but nobody knew what was going to. Nobody knew.
Well,
nobody was going to answer. It was too dark. She realized that her phone was in her hand. She called her friends and family from the hole. 2 people, and one of them was the wife. What? 2 people. One of them, Orengo's wife.
Wait a minute.
Wasn't there a female that fell into the hole?
She's 70-some years old, and she's going to work?
Yeah, that's weird. I want to talk about that more than I want to talk about the hole. What's wrong with you? Why do you still work at... Oh, looks like Ric Flair's working at 75. So. Lilana Garcia, Bedoya's daughter, hurried to the home after getting a call from her mom. At least she had her phone.
Yeah.
And she was only 6 feet down. It's not, well, I mean, if you want to get rid of your mom, it's a quick way to get rid of your mom.
Just shove all the other dirt.
Yeah, I mean, jeez.
You're awful, Mike.
I know, but you said it.
You didn't have to agree with me.
You said it. You're just as bad. It's unclear why the sinkhole formed. The town of Huntington did an inspection and found no violations. Her underground bunker down there.
She wanted to build an in-ground swimming pool, and she had to see if it was deep enough.
I'm telling you, 6 feet. A spokesperson said it could be related to irrigation lines at the home and heavy rain, but that remains to be seen because it's private property. It will be up to the homeowner to determine the cause and get it
Christine
fixed.
said the Cinco was.
Yeah. You got the Cinco by the Watero.
The Cinco de Mayo.
The Cinco de Grando. So.
The sinkhole was created by a balloon from China that blew up.
They should have used the balloon to get her out. They could have lowered the balloon into the hole.
She just floats up in the...
They may,
What is up with that, too?
she could be onto something though. She could be
We've
onto.
been doing this too long.
She could have been. She's onto something though. What it was there was a balloon that was down there covering. You couldn't tell there was a sinkhole because there was a balloon down there, a spy balloon that they were using. And the problem is the woman fell into the hole and broke the spy balloon.
Yeah.
That's the theory.
What did they have that we didn't?
Brains.
At least you admit I have some.
Well, mostly mine. But
I don't have your brains. You have them.
yes, you do. You pretend to be me.
Only in Halloween.
Yeah. All right, anyway. All right, the sinkhole. Okay. Then we got, this is really wild. Okay, being a guy that sold, first off, is Jen still in the area?
I believe so.
Jen, are you still there? Because I got this, you'll like this.
Only if it has to do with the Eagles.
Well, not really. So, being that I was in tech sales all my life, most of my life, this really is interesting to me because we used to sell these. This video 3D effects. Okay, you'll like this. We used to sell these video 3D effects cards, Voodoo. They're called the Voodoo 5 and the 6,000. The Voodoo, the 3D effects Voodoo 5. Okay, the 3D effects Voodoo 5 6000 GPU. Okay, it's I was reading this. This is on Tom's Hardware, which is a place that reviews stuff. They found this vintage card on eBay.
Wow.
And it's selling for $12,600 at last look.
Oh my goodness.
This is a card that was probably maybe $300 when it was new. Maybe. But it's selling at that much money. A just unbelievable amount of money. This is getting on my nerves here. But so I said, okay, let's see if this is real because, anybody can put anything in their article, right?
Right.
Well, let's take a look at eBay. So I put a link that I looked this up yesterday, and here it is. Here it is. It's $14,000 for this card and has 5 days yet.
Wow.
5 days. It's at $14,000 for a card that may have been $300 or $400 when it came out new. It's 128 meg. Notice I said meg, not gig. Okay, the video cards that are coming out now are, you might have a 4 gig or a 12 gig or a 16 gig card, which, by the way, is a lot of power because, people that are playing those high-powered video games need power. Well, this one, it has 4 fans on it, as you can see, and it is this is a real eBay car, eBay.com.
It wasn't very popular then if it only had 4 fans.
Yeah, I have 4 fans. Anyway.
3 of them were sitting in the room.
Yeah. So, $14,000.
Wow.
And it's real.
Unbelievable.
And it had 62 bids.
And if anybody has that kind of money sitting around for something like that, the IRS needs to audit them.
Yeah, they probably will. I'm just kind of curious. I want to see what. Oh, come on, just give me what I want here. Verified, that's fine.
See that all the time.
What?
Just give me what I want.
All right, so I'm going to try this again because I'm signed in now. So I want to see what the order. I want to see what the bids. There were 62 bids. Now, does it show me as yes? Hi, Michael. There I am. Okay. Where's that? 62 bids. I want to see what increments they were jumping up at, if it'll tell us. Okay, so originally, let's see what he listed it at. He listed it at 0.
Wow.
First bid was $10. Second bid was $100. Then there was $200, $300, $400, $500. Somebody jumped up to $1,000. Somebody jumped up to $1,500, $1,600. Another one for $1,600. $1,950.
Wow.
$3,000. $3,550, $3,750, $3,800, $5,000, $5,200. I'm wondering if these are all different people too. It's not all necessarily the same person. $8,500, or no, $5,500, $5,500, $5,800, $6,000, $6,500, $6,550, $6,700, $6,800, $7,000, $7,100, $7,300. 7,400, 7,500. I don't know what makes this card that special. Because this is like a 15-year-old card, at least. I don't even think...
Do you think they're going to scrap it for, like, copper and stuff like that?
Are you going to see $15,000 worth of copper?
I have no idea.
I've got a lot of cards back here, and I could make a lot of money if that's the case. No, it has to do with the Voodoo 3D Effects card. And here's, and I'm looking here, and it's now at $14,000 as of today. As of today's the 7th.
Today's the 7th.
Yeah, as of today at 3:30. That's just insane. It's insane. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He has a friend in China. Is looking to force the bid up. Everything has to do with the person in China.
Maybe it's the balloon.
It could be Balloon Boy's problem, but I'm just telling you that.
It says prototype. So.
Well, but still, $14,000. You could buy a freaking car for $14,000.
Yeah. The IRS needs to audit that person.
I don't know. There must be something special about that particular card that makes it what it is. I mean, I'm just like confused. There were 2 people that retracted their bids.
Maybe you need to message the seller and say, why is this card so special?
Well, I guess it probably says that on the, probably says why it is on this. It says anyone can own one of the best graphic cards, but not everyone can get their hands on an iconic 3D Voodoo 6000 card. However, this unreleased, well, that's why, because it was unreleased. What's that?
Cheyenne's over there.
What's she doing?
Hi.
Hey, girl, come here.
Hi.
Come here, girl.
Lay down. She just lay down.
I think she would want one of these, though. What is she doing?
She's over here behind me.
I'm hearing this noise, and it's scaring me.
She was scratching.
Oh, you want to be the good person.
Of course.
No, she's over here.
Cheyenne.
Oh. She was laying
guys.
down.
Anyway, it says the Voodoo is the Voodoo 6000 is a valuable artifact because it was the last graphics card that 3D Effects made. It never arrived on the market. It's the equivalent of EVGA's unreleased GeForce RTX 4090 graphics card that eventually went to a collector at a whopping $12,400.
Christine found the real answer. She said it was a remote control for balloons.
Yeah, you could have the 3D effects look at it.
The popping effect.
You can see everything in 3D. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I just can't even imagine.
$14,000.
Yeah, is that what it's at? I think it's what.
I thought that's what you said.
I think so. It's $14,000. Yeah.
Wow.
For an old card. I mean, that's an old card.
I'm going to the bank. Yeah, I need a loan for $14,000. Why? For a video card.
Yeah, and nobody in their right mind would spend that kind of money on a card.
Yeah, exactly.
Or somebody that has a lot of extra money, that like Elon, that doesn't, you know. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're at 9:17, which means I'm going to try to do this.
Okay.
And if I don't do it, we're going to end up doing your game.
Okay. Well, I'm ready.
Well, that makes one of us. Okay. Let me see if I can get the video up that I can at least... I'm not going to play the audio from that video because I'll be in trouble from YouTube. So I will definitely turn that down off the top. And I'm sure there's commercials that I have to worry about. Let's see. I really hope I can do this right. But we'll try it. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Alpha, Omega. Oops, nope, that's not right.
Now I need to back this up. And I
George.
need to make this all
Harry.
come out here.
You forgot Tom.
Okay.
And Dick.
Only you know.
There's
Shut up.
There's five types of male.
Okay.
Okay.
Personality
types. Okay. We start out. It says here, this channel will welcome back to the Alpha Show. I'm just going to read this verbatim from this, so it may not make sense, but I'll try to make it make sense. Welcome back to the Alpha Show, a channel that will completely change your life from negative to positive and make you the person you always wanted to be. After this video, you'll learn the major personality types and how they rank on the social sexual hierarchy. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'm sure this video will answer your questions, and if you're yet to figure out what personality type you fall into, you'll figure it out. In the field of the personality psychology for males, the different groups that exist are mirrored in the animal kingdom. So I think that has things to do here. I'll see how far we got to do, because this goes with this. Make you the person you always wanted to be, and that's a social economic thing that we talked about, the hierarchy. To figure out the personality group that you fall into. Okay. In the field of the personality psychology for males, the different groups that exist are mirrored in the animal kingdom. The alpha male is the first one we're going to talk about. He's at the very top of the peak. And all right. Why is he drawing a thing through that?
Because you're not an alpha male.
Well, I'm not, but that's...
Well, that's not an alpha male. It looks like a female.
That's true, but
like
the reason for that is it's... okay, here we go. Okay, just like everyone wants to be an alpha guy, but not everyone got what it takes. If you ever watched the James Bond collection from the 1960s, you have a zilch idea of what it is to be a charming guy. Being
I'm a charming guy.
What's that?
I said I am a charming guy.
Being alpha is not just about wearing the most expensive cologne or dating the sexiest blonde, which is her. This girl here.
She's not blonde.
She's blue.
Yeah.
She's blonde with blue highlights.
Okay.
Okay. Being alpha is simply an attitude. So, I mean, that's really the bottom line. So, here we talk about...
so don't have to be rich today, Trish.
a consistent attraction. Being alpha is simply an attitude. A consistent attraction that a guy always has. It's not if it's not consistent, then it's something else. While an alpha guy ranks high on the social sexual hierarchy, there are other personality types too, and some are extremely cool. Let's face it, sometimes sucks to be an alpha, and some of these personality types, especially if you've mastered them, how to maximize them in your relationship and the interactions around you. According to the sexual hierarchy, there are 6 personality types, and each one is different from one another in its own way. Okay, the first one is alpha. That's the one we're talking about. But there are also sigma, beta, delta, gamma, and omega.
And omega's at the end, so yeah, that would make sense.
And that's the order in which they are ranked. Okay.
Okay.
So now this was the reason I got involved in this whole thing was that I started reading or I started watching these videos on the different types of men that there are, and I only saw 2 at the very beginning, and I just recently saw the 5. So that all works together, and oh, here we are, the James Bond stuff. So we're way ahead of them now. So they have zilch idea of how to be charming, not just wearing the most expensive cologne and all that stuff that we talked about. Attitude.
I thought I had to wear expensive cologne for you.
What?
I thought I had to wear expensive cologne.
Well, it certainly
You
would
are
help.
not an alpha male.
Oh, okay.
But you are one of these. Whatever that is, you're one of these. And we're going to maybe take a determination of which one you are, too. So,
I'm glad that leaves us out, Ashley.
yeah, you don't have anything to worry about. Okay, so there's the hierarchy. The alpha's at the top, the sigma. Okay, so that's what we were talking about. Those are the different versions of male personalities. The variables like opposite sex attraction and confidence. At this point, doesn't mean you're less of a man. Okay, in fact, the fact that you're not naturally an alpha or sigma, for example, doesn't mean you're less of a man.
But if you're a beta, you're a fish.
Okay. If you're a beta or a, it talks about, oh, I just hit the wrong button. Rats. Come on. Get up there. Oh, I got to go all the way up to here. Okay, there we are.
I tell Bear all the time, get up there. He doesn't listen.
Okay. Okay. So it says here, some like their men beta. Some
He's
of
a
them.
fish.
Some like it delta. Some like etc. So don't kick yourself too hard. If you feel that your personality type sucks, it doesn't. You're as unique as you are, and you should be confident in facing the world like that. So it doesn't matter if you're alpha or gamma. It just is one of those things that you have to. He keeps drawing the same thing over again. He should have just kept it up there.
Oh, that's because you're catching up.
Yes. Well, he's putting the those. Or did
See,
I? Did
Gamma's up there, but Papa's going to be upset because he wasn't included.
Oh, I'm doing this again, aren't I?
Yeah, because I think you went back to.
Did I go back again?
Yeah.
Damn it! Oh yeah, less of a man. So, if you don't feel your personality type sucks, if you feel that your personality type sucks, it doesn't. You're as unique as you are, and you should be confident in facing the world like that. With that being said, here's the male personality type rankings. Alpha is obviously the inclusion, the most obvious position. No one's surprised. The alpha is number 1. He's a leader, the bad boy, a natural leader. Some of his other features include dominance, charisma, machismo, and slight aggression. So such guys are usually handsome and tall and take pride in telling others what to do because it feeds their ego. Oh, shoot. Now we got commercials. Damn it.
Joey.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Okay. And they like submissive women. Donald Trump is probably your best example of what an alpha male that has appeared on your TV screen in the past 6 months. So if welfare's social acceptance and dominance are really important because they enjoy higher social status than others. I discussed this more in my alpha male versus sigma male video. It isn't hard to spot an alpha male. You might be at a party and there's this dude that moves along telling the same joke, hoping to impress the girls and even the guys. Sometimes alphas tend to be desperate attention seekers. It says here...
Joey.
Huh?
My brother Joey.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, then you can relate to this a lot. So you have is he an alpha male then?
Yeah.
Based on what we're talking about here?
You know, A stands for alpha, and it also stands for asshole.
Okay. Well, then you shouldn't say that I have an alpha.
I didn't. I said you were half because you're male.
Well, you'll see where I am shortly. All right. So, okay. They tend to be successful individuals in their careers, and they don't run away from risks. Alphas are high-risk takers with everything from investment opportunities, career opportunities, to relationships with high-class females. However, all their efforts could be rather shallow and give an appearance too much importance to their external appearances. So, yeah, they are worried about their status.
Yeah.
So.
That's Joey. Definitely Joey.
They care too much about other people's opinions about them. In summary, alphas often fare well financially and with women, even though it doesn't guarantee success in long-term successes. They are sensitive to how people see them, especially women, and they thrive on conflict and challenges. That's why the personality types tend to lose when they compete with other alphas in anything. Next is Sigma. Okay, let me catch up here. Sigma males are the rarest men in the social sexual hierarchy. It says I exhaustively talk about this group in my 10 Sigma Habits, the 0.01 male type video. So this is 0.01% of the males are Sigma. Sigmas and alphas are almost the same. Kinda. Well, you'll see how they're different in a second here as soon as the writings. Sigmas and alphas are almost the same. It says here, Sigmas are confident as alphas, however they tend to be lone wolves who do not pursue social attention to feed their self-esteem. Sigmas are more low-key than alphas and laid back than alphas. They are capable of everything that alphas are, but do not care about what the world thinks about them. So they forge ahead on their own path, and Sigmas tend to be introverted and do not play by social rules of the hierarchy. Despite this, they managed to win the game. It says, I placed them in the second position because they give alpha males a run for their money. When the alpha and Sigma compete, the tie will be so close. In fact, alpha fears the Sigma more than any other male personality. While the Sigma male possesses the capability of the alpha, he's not interested in catch up with him. Yeah, that's the thing. I wanted to do this as a video that I was going to put together, and I just ran out of time. It says, while the male possesses the capability of the alpha, he's not interested in seeking positions or becoming the leader. He just wants to stay in his own lane, so he does this to relate to women and long-term relationships. Women generally find Sigmas as attractive as alphas. Remember the John Wick. Okay, John Wick was really quiet in his John Wick movies. He only had a few things he had to say, and when he said it, it meant something. That's what what a Sigma is. It says Sigmas have a mysterious nature and an insane level of self-confidence. I always wondered why the VIP people took an interest in me, in the people I don't even know. I'm talking to people that go into the Zoom meetings that I'm in, and they're cheering me along, and they have no idea who I am, but they all do. I think I have a mysterious factor to them. So I find that interesting. See, that's what got me on this was just, I knew I wasn't an alpha because I don't have the alpha traits. And I don't feel that I'm the other characters because, I mean, some of the things cross over. But
right.
when I
mean,
saw this Sigma
what you
thing,
want and you go after it.
that's right, and that's what got me started on this. Is I wanted to understand what these, because originally I saw just two, Alpha and Sigma, and I started reading them back and forth, and I tried to understand it. Then I realized that there are more than two; there are 5, and all of a sudden I started seeing, and I'm in a little of each of the categories, but I'm really a Sigma for the most part.
So what fraternity does that put you in?
The second, the rarest.
Alpha Sigma.
I was thinking of writing. I'm thinking of writing a movie about this, about my life, sort of, but it's going to be called Sigma Sigma Alpha. Is that a cool name?
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to, because I came up with a cool theme that I'll write about it. All right, so. He's quiet. I'm not quiet necessarily, but
a lot of times you
has an insane level of confidence, of self-confidence, thoughtful and introspective. But does this mean that they're shy and naturally charismatic without trying much? Unlike alphas, they have a positive attitude about life. Another way to identify this rare type of man is their management skills.
Time for a commercial.
This is driving me crazy.
We'll be back after this brief
Okay.
message.
Now I got to figure out. Oh, this is another message. What's this? We got 2 commercials here? Come on, you're really getting in on my show here. All right. So, excellent management. Let's see. Sigmas do not settle in life. They often avoid taking up traditional jobs. They still manage to be successful by seeking their own income. If you're a compulsive freelancer, chances are you're a Sigma. And if you think about it, okay, have I ever done just one thing since you've known me?
No.
I've had work, wrestling, music, acting now. Have I ever done just one thing?
Nope.
Probably in my life, I've never really been doing one thing.
You always had the show too.
Well,
that's what
in
he
the
was
show,
saying,
yeah. But I'm saying that even going back to the 80s, I was going to school in music. When I got out of school, I was music, and I had for a short period of time, I just did music. But then I said if I don't make it by this time, I would get a job. So it was about a 3-year period when I was going to school and music, and then when I left college, I did just the band for a while, and then I got sick, and then after that, I got sick for about a year, and then I was doing school and music when I had to retrain myself. Then I did music and a job, and then from then on did a music and a job and other things. But even through the 90s, it was music and a job, and then in the 2000s, music, the job, and the radio show, and
wrestling,
and wrestling, yeah. So in all that, it says here, chances are you're a Sigma, manipulative. They might be like like Loki in the what you call it?
Game of Thrones.
No, Marvel.
Oh, okay.
The evil Loki. So it says, it talks about. They also try to attain their goals, but may be manipulative to get what they want. And given the uncanny ability to be manipulative, they might be lucky at the male sexual hierarchy. While Sigmas usually do what they like without caring about what the world thinks, they tend to be weird or called loners. It's part of their charm. So the next one is going to be the beta.
The fish.
And it's funny because he calls them, he doesn't call them beta, he calls them beta, because he's British. So the betas are one of the wildest known personality types in the hierarchy. They're followers of alphas, this male group is known to play it safe. They stay, the risk is aversive, avoid confrontation, and worship women. Betas often lack physical attractiveness, charm, and confidence of the alphas and sigmas, and are always loyal and great at obeying orders. To them, nothing is more important than maintaining their rank in the hierarchy. They are loyalists to the alphas and often have successful careers. Though confident, beta guys don't have the poison swagger that the alphas have. Beta males are normal guys who are likable, decent, and kind. They're often grounded, calm, and aggressive. Unlike the alpha, they know how to control their egos and can positively take criticisms. While girls are naturally attracted to the bad boys, stop. Well, I can't read as fast as he reads, apparently. It says, unlike the alphas, they know how to control their egos and positively take criticisms. While girls are naturally attracted to the bad boys, alphas, they often settle for the betas for long-term relationships. This is because in betas are seen as loyal and faithful. Every girl wants to build a happy family with such types of men. Now we're talking about Delta.
True.
You're not a beta.
I know that.
You're not a fish.
Now we're talking about Delta. It'll surprise you that most men are Delta. They are average, normal guys that have to work hard to run society. Delta males are not the most attractive, so they struggle with attracting women. If they manage to be in a relationship with a woman better than them, they tend to be insecure and leave the relationship. This is why many relationships involving Delta males fail. Meanwhile, women are often indifferent to them. Remember the fictional character Jason Bourne? He's a typical Delta male. Such men tend to be average looking with nothing particular striking mentally or physically. Their success rate with women isn't high, and they don't really understand the female folks. Deltas are one step below betas, but they consider themselves as beta males erroneously. A positive attribute they have is their primacy to work hard. Oh, slow down. Primacy is their primacy for hard work and competency. Deltas are widely thought to be physically and mentally weak with no focus on self-improvement. They believe in surviving and thriving by keeping close relationships with the alphas and the betas. Now we're talking about gammas. This is the last.
And papas.
This is the last. I believe this is the last one. Gammas.
No, you haven't Omega yet.
Oh yeah, gammas are. Gamma males tend to be unattractive, bitter, and introspective. These men are obsessive lover stalkers. They're psycho-jealous ex-boyfriends, narcissists, common, and social justice warriors. They do not like to follow the social hierarchy, so they fail to follow the social rules. Gammas are generally intelligent, but they tend to overestimate their intellect. This is why they believe that they should have a higher rank in the alphas. They believe they are better than every personality type before them to women. Gammas are invisible and often unsuccessful in attracting the opposite sex, even though they are sensitive and romantic. Women tend to hate gammas. This is why these guys spend a lot of time in the friend zone. Gammas either worship women or totally hate them. This might explain why the you guys are too fast. This might explain why some psychopaths are gammas. They are not social rejects, but sexual rejects. Harry Potter is a good example of a gamma male. Okay, and lastly, the Omega.
Yep, they're at the end. They're the butt end of the donkey.
Omega males are the Stark. Opposite of alpha males, they mostly are social outcasts that everybody tries to avoid. These type of men are scared of being lonely, so they tend to be incredibly clingy. If you happen to give them space of your attention, they will latch onto you, but they are often honest and aren't deceitful like gammas tend to be. A lot of people consider them social losers and socially awkward men.
Nerds.
Omegas are often social rejects who fail woefully in attracting women. The group of men is mostly geeks and nerds with no love life or social life happening for them. They just stick to their own clique and of other nerds. Additionally, Omegas, we're close to the end here. Let's see. Additionally, Omegas lack social skills or striking physical attributes. If you watch The Office Space, the character Milton exemplifies this personality. Omegas can even have poor hygiene as well, hence the physical unattractiveness. There are type of guys with low motivation to work. By now, I'm sure you've figured out where you belong. Remember, the idea is to be a better version of yourself, whether you're an Omega, Beta, Delta, Sigma, Alpha. It doesn't matter as long as you are improving daily. So that's it.
Yeah. Wow.
So I just thought it was interesting, the different types, because really we all, as men, fit in all the categories to a certain degree.
Right.
How much? That's up to the person. Because I know I fit in all of those at one point in my life. I fit in every one of those. And, it's where I choose to remain that makes the difference.
Right.
And so it just was funny because originally I was just trying to figure out Alpha and Sigma. And then I found out there were other types. And I was like, but when the Sigma thing hit me over the head, I was like, that's why I don't quite,
Yep.
because all my life I just knew I wasn't really an alpha male. There were times when I was alpha, but I wasn't an alpha male. But I also don't feel that, I don't want to necessarily be in control, like all the bands I was in control of. It was interesting because I'd never really wanted to be.
Jen.
I never really wanted to be one of those. I didn't want to run the band. I just had to run the band because nobody else could run it.
Right.
So that's why when I found out about Sigma, all of a sudden things started clicking. So.
Cool. That is interesting.
Have you all learned something?
Uh-huh.
The key is you can be any of those.
You can be what you want to be.
But it's your duty as a person. I said duty. It's your duty as a person to always try to be the best person you can be.
Right.
But this does, truly, I think it's funny because I think about the alpha male and the Sigma male and how I would turn things on alpha males because I would sit back and listen to them talk and I'd say, okay. Sometimes it's better just to be quiet and just let them
the snake in the grass.
dig their own hole and then just push them in the hole or sinkhole. Let them dig their own
6 feet
sinkhole
under.
and just push them in. But I don't think that I think I'm a better person now than I've ever been. I think I've found a lot of my fallacies as I grew up, and it was really in the past 8 years or so that I've really gotten a good grip on who I am. And I think everybody needs to evaluate where they are and where they want to be and how they're going to get there, because nothing is really impossible if you put your mind to it.
That's true.
But you got to be motivated.
Yep.
And of course, the fact that I'm always doing several things at once, I hope that one of those things works out.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah, because it's like, what are you doing? Well, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. It's like, okay, I'll catch you later. No, I got time, what's up?
Well, the other thing that drives people crazy in my past is that I'm a multitasker. I was telling Christine, I used to, when I was like 18 or 16 or in that age range, I would be at home and I'd have the TV on, the radio on, and I'd be playing a video game at the same time. And I am a multitasker. Like, I can't do one thing. If I do one thing, I get bored.
Right.
But if I do multiple things, are you a multitasker? Are you a multitasker? Are you a multitasker? Okay. I think that, wow, why are you only doing one thing? It's crazy, but
when I'm at work, I have my phone on and I'm watching MASH or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's just because I have to have noise around me.
Well, and you know, I like.
Antoine hates when I do it.
What's that?
Antoine hates when I do it.
What is he?
I really don't know, but like if I'm like I'll have the TV on and I'll be coloring on my tablet and say I could be talking on the phone or I get like workbooks, like lower grade workbooks to help me to keep my skills
Right.
up and stuff like that. And
But is he Alpha?
No.
no.
Is he Sigma?
He would probably fall into
I can bring up the maybe bring it up here.
wait a minute, go back to beta. Let me see beta a minute.
Is that the third one? Which
Yeah.
one? There's the third one. We'll put all. Oh, there we go.
I would say he would fall into that.
Is he submissive to a certain degree? Because really, the beta guys are somewhat submissive.
He will do anything for her.
Okay. Well, that
You
could be a Sigma as well. I mean, I don't know his personality. I've only met him the one time,
Right.
so I can't even begin to guess what he is.
But he does take criticism positively from
Okay.
what I've seen.
Well, that's good.
You know, he just, he makes sure she has what she needs.
That's good.
And that she's covered.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like to take risks for the most
Well,
part.
then he's probably.
I would say he's a beta.
I would say, yeah. It sounds like he's a beta. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being any of
Coma
these.
fish.
There's no wrong one of these.
No, there isn't.
It's just a different personality type. And I felt better once I figured my personality type out, because all my life I wondered what's my motivation for doing, like I'm saying things like to Christine, I'll say things like, I'm sorry I'm not more busy. And she goes, what are you talking about? You're doing things all the time. But to me, I don't feel
Right.
like I'm that busy, because I've always been like that. And I've always wanted to find the best part of life.
And I remember every time, like for the wrestling, you'd be like, "Where are we going this week?" Or something like that.
I let you keep track of it, because I didn't need it, because I just wanted to make sure I was
when
booked.
you were doing the pictures, it's like, okay, this is who this is, this is who this is, and that's where I helped
That's
you.
kind of what happened. Like today, he got a call from his doctor's office, and they're like, "Oh well, we have to reschedule this appointment in April," and he had no clue. He told the lady, he's like, "Hold on, let me give the phone to my boss, because she knows all about this." And the lady's like, "Okay, let me talk to your boss." He literally hands me the phone, because I keep track of all that stuff.
I hate it when he calls me the boss. I do.
And the thing is, it's kind of like, you think I'm basically low key, right?
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Right, yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
I got to tell you that there's once in a while I'm not, because I was taking the garbage out, and this just happened yesterday, and like Christine's always like, why do you use twist ties? Why don't you just tie the bag like this? And I'm like, because I'm rich.
No, you're not. You're might.
Anyway, so yesterday I'm doing this. I'm trying to do the garbage, and I'm done, ready to wrap it up, and I go to get a twist tie, and there's none there. And I'm like,
Uh-oh.
why is there none? There should be tons. There should be tons. There should be lots of twist ties. And I flew off the handle. I'm like, what happened to the twist ties? She goes, I don't know. They're probably not. I probably threw them away. And I said, what the fuck did you do that for? I can't believe you did that. You son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. And I'm like freaking out because I don't have twist ties. It was the stupidest thing to freak out over.
Good job, Christine. Good job.
I felt stupid when I was done. But there were twist ties in there. I just didn't see them. But I felt
It
like
happens though.
But I shouldn't have been freaking out over twist ties.
I mean,
I've had a
it
lot of
happens.
weirder things happen, like when the tire blew. Did I go freaking out? I just started calling people. And it's like, but and that would have been more
Yeah.
tragic, because if we hadn't made that job, I would have been freaked out then.
It happens though, because I know
Twist ties.
he gets like that if there's something that he knows where he put it, and then somebody moves it.
Yep.
Oh, I hate that.
He goes
Oh,
nuts.
I hate that.
Yep. But I do it too.
It's
do
like,
it
but
too.
look, put it away where you know where it is.
Well, that's the thing. I put it away where I know where it is. And
On
someone
the
else
dining
takes-
room table is not putting
But
it away.
but the thing
but
is,
still.
I had tons of twist ties. I had a ton of twist ties. She threw a bunch of them out, and I couldn't find them. And I'm like, where are my twist ties?
It's
I want
like
my twist
mostly I'll
ties.
put it where I know where it is, and I'll come back and it's not there, and I'll be like, okay. Or I'll put it in a drawer where I know it is. Someone moves it from that drawer. And
So-
it's like, I hate that.
I bought this command hook and I put it up right by the door so that Andre, Antoine's son, put his key on there so that when he goes out the door for school, or wherever he's leaving, it's right there.
What's he going to school for?
He's
He's
18.
High school.
Oh,
He just turned
I thought
high
you
school.
said Antoine.
No,
Antoine's
Andre.
son.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, it was the other day and today. The other day I happened to look out. It was Sunday. I happened to look out and he's just standing there. I'm like, okay. So I go down and let him in. Where's your key? I don't know. Okay, where's your cell phone? Oh, I left it at church because it was plugged in. And his uncle had to get, all right, fine, whatever. So today, he comes home from school. His dad looks at the camera. Why is Andre standing outside? I'm like, probably because he doesn't have his key. And who knows about his cell phone? I said he did it the other day, Sunday. So he goes down, and his dad starts yelling not yelling at him, but talking to him like, we have all this stuff in place. Why aren't you using it? And I sat at the top of the steps. I said, where's your key? I said, you have an hour and a half before I leave. I want you to find your key and put it on that hook where
alpha.
it belongs.
She's alpha. You're an
To
alpha
this,
male.
yes. To this, yes.
Funny.
But she knows because she went through this with my grandmother, or with her grandmother, my mom. She was always the one that was like, I don't want to say the
Andre wants
omega,
to do
but
it when Andre wants to do it. And I see what I have done. I now see what I have done to my grandmother, what I put her through.
yeah,
Karma's a bitch.
Yes. And I now eat my words. Like, I have been making phone calls. Like, I yesterday sat in the car with Antoine right beside me. I called Andre's insurance card, and I got lists sent to me of things that we want him to start doing. Now, yesterday he turned 18, so there might be a little roadblock there that he has to do stuff on his own, which, okay, fine. Then, if that's the case, then I'll have him sit down right beside me. Here's the number. Do it.
but he can, because I do it with him.
He
Yeah.
can sign a waiver that saying that I can do it.
Yep,
Yes.
or he'll be
Yes.
like, I give you permission to talk to her.
Yes, which will be done. Like, Antoine had to go after work today and was supposed to fill out this whole proxy paper for me to be able to go to the doctors with him. But he's like, no, he's 18. All I have to do is just take him. I don't need to be there. But I'm just going to take him to the doctors on the 22nd. But I have been making phone calls and I've left messages to get him services. I'm waiting to hear back. But I'm doing all this stuff for him out of the kindness of my heart. I just hope that it works out.
My mother always used to say, if you do half of what you did to me, to your kids when you get older, you'll be lucky.
What's your excuse?
I
You don't have
any-
kids.
That's what I'm saying, so I got lucky in that case.
I want you to know, I'm very proud of you. You've come a long way since you were That's all. I used to stand up for you, and I get kicked in the balls for it because you would do something that was just. I would stand up and I'd say, "No, she's not. I really think she's going to be okay." And,
I also bought the same command hook, and it's on the back of a door because he's supposed to put his belt on there. Whether it's on there or not, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, because he always loses his belt. He can't find his belt.
How do you lose your belt?
Very easy.
This is a kid.
I never lost my belt as a kid. I probably didn't wear one. I don't know, but still.
He's one of those people like wears his pants halfway down and doesn't,
Oh man, twist ties. I mean, really.
You just have to have zip ties on the back.
It's just the F word.
What you need to do is you need to buy zip ties and hide them.
Hide
them where you know where they are.
Never expected that to be a problem. Never. All my life. I mean, the whole time I've been in this place, those twist ties were in that drawer, in that area, and so when I go to reach them, they're always there. They weren't there. I felt really bad because I went off the handle on stupid things like twist ties.
I got him a whiteboard and I made him a chore chart that's kind of.
Why is it white?
Huh?
Why is the board white? Racist.
That's the only color they had.
You can get green boards.
But I made him a chore chart because that's what his dad asked me to do, and that's kind of went out the window. But
too. But no one uses it.
But you.
Yeah, I know. Why not?
We're hopefully getting steps. We're.
Well, did you find that interesting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it worth the time that I took? Okay. I don't know. It was interesting to me. I didn't know if you would find it interesting.
Yes, because I was able to, I would take any mail that's in my life and say, okay, what?
Well, that's the point. Yes.
Yeah. So that's yeah.
And I just thought it was interesting because I never would have thought that until I saw the Alpha and Sigma, because I knew it wasn't an Alpha, but I wanted to know what a Sigma was. And then I found out there were 6 things, and I thought, oh, well, what are these? And that's when originally when I talked to you guys, I was just going to do Alpha and Sigma.
Right.
And then I got this other thing. I thought, wow, this may be interesting to do this because we're not just talking about people that want to be in control. We're talking about all kinds of personalities.
Well, that's why I said you do have some of the dominant traits.
I do.
But
when I need to.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in control. I never wanted to be in control of the bands.
I don't think I ever had that.
No, if anything, everybody had control.
Right, and I had a brother that was an Alpha guy, and he was now I have a younger brother. He would be
more of a beta, I think.
I would say Sigma. My younger brother is a beta.
Yeah, Stephen is the Sigma.
No, Sigma is only 0.01 of the population.
Yeah, Stephen stands out. He's smart like you, computer literate.
But he's also
like that,
very
his
laid.
Father, but he's also laid back until he has to get into, he had to get into the spotlight with my mom. So he took that role, and Joey couldn't handle it, which is the Alpha in Joey, and he couldn't take it.
Yep.
He couldn't take somebody else taking the spotlight.
Now let me ask this question. Take all of these, I'm going to say characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're all for men, but put them towards Mom and I.
Okay.
We're called a sorority.
You would be a beta.
Yeah.
Well, you don't take big risks.
I don't.
And you don't worship too many women.
I can control my ego.
But you will step in when you have to.
Yeah.
You have some Sigma things, but you're really more of a beta than.
Yeah, just call me a fish.
And you?
Okay, fish.
Fish rhymes with Trish. I would say she's a beta too.
He's your twin.
I think you have more beta than anything else. But yeah, you have, as I do, you cross over in a lot of different areas.
Yeah.
But Yeah, and I don't know if you like women or not, so. That's a whole other issue.
We'll find out next week when
Christine?
it's Valentine's Day.
Be careful, she's still listening.
Well, she's definitely not an alpha.
I would say she's probably Sigma.
I don't know. I think that she
too has a lot of each. I would think a lot of each, because I think we all do.
I think her life is changing a lot with me in her life, so she may have been a Sigma and now leaning towards something else. I don't really think. I think I got to take a look at that. I'm not really sure that I would have to think about. I think I may even think of her as a Delta.
Okay.
I would say she's a Delta.
Okay.
And actually, you two might be Deltas.
Okay.
Because you're average type people that I'm not, by the way, I'm not looking at the not attractive thing.
Right.
I'm looking at the other things. It took you a long time to get into a relationship, and you are insecure.
Yep.
You've been in a lot of relationships. So that would be the only reason I wouldn't call you a Delta, is because you've gone from one to the other. But it would be, I'd have to think about it.
I would be a Delta. The relationship to relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's
interesting.
Like I said,
We fit into all of them.
You do, and that's the thing, is that there's nobody that's one thing.
Right.
We all have characteristics of all of them. And we can all, and the key to this presentation is you want to be the best you can be.
Yep.
And that's my goal, and has been my goal for the last 8 years. So
I'd like to see him meet Stephen with the knowledge he has.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They would hit it off.
They would hit it off right away. Talking computers and stuff.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I don't know anything about computers.
You forgot? Don't pull a bill on me, please. He was so...
Hey, don't pull Lisa on me.
I won't. Just because I have a chihuahua.
Hey, her stuff is all packed.
Oh, good.
It's ready to go. It's ready to go as soon as I find the right nerve to get a hold of her brother to see how I can bring it up and get it out of here. Everything's ready to go. And I just got to find who's going to go with me, because I don't want to go alone, because I think it would be dangerous.
I'll go.
No, I don't want you up there. You would be a target. I don't need that. So, you want to go?
I'll go.
She doesn't know you.
Exactly.
She would probably think you're my new girlfriend. I just can't stand the fact that she just... I mean, she hasn't bugged us for a while.
That's true.
And I want to keep it that way. But I'm afraid that if I open up that door and say, hey, I got your stuff, I'd like to bring it back, it could open that door the wrong way.
But you can be saying, look, you wanted it, here it is. We're done.
Yeah, well, before she left, she said, everything here is mine. And then all of a sudden, she got that itch up her butt. So I'm just glad she's done. Anyway, that's it. We're done, I think.
Nope. Next week's Valentine's Day, and...
Actually, it's Saturday.
No.
Isn't it?
No.
Yes, it is.
No. Today's the 7th, February 14th.
Tuesday. Actual Tuesday, because I have an appointment on Tuesday, February
And it's also
14th.
Natasha's birthday next week, which I'll have to, off air sometime this week, I'll tell you the latest conversations I've been having with her.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess it's time to get this thing together, and let's wrap it up and close the door. Close the door. So, oh man. Hope you all enjoyed the Alpha, Beta, Omega, Sigma,
Delta.
Yippee-ki-yay.
The college fraternity quiz.
All right, it's time to... Oh, shoot. I think it went without me. Because I can't hear it. I can't tell if it's doing it or not. So, all right, here we go. Time to let it go. It's not playing. Why isn't it playing? Come on, it should be playing. All right, you're still the one. You are still the one. Still the one. Da-da-da-da-da. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. You are still the one. Yeah, 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 yeah. Still the one. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You're still having fun, and we're still the one.
As far as I can get.
See you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thanks for listening. I gotta hit the button to turn it off. See ya.
That's not a bad idea. So Natasha's